My name is Austin, and this is Dungeons and Dracon Beams.
Previously on Dungeons and Dracon Beams, Reese was getting absolutely lost play-acting a squirrel inside of a raptor trap, calling out to any nearby raptors in both physical bits and thought speak. After Reese's incredible acting didn't work, Zach gave the trap a shot. While they did manage to attract a golden eagle, they couldn't get it to strike, unfortunately. Finally, Savannah gave it a try, and after giving the squirrel control, managed to attract a great horned owl. The trap worked, and all of the kids managed to record a new morph, the great horned owl. Once they had recorded it, Zach and Savannah decided to go look for other good morphs. They head into the woods with the parting words from Grant to be back in an hour, or everybody would think they were traitors. So Zach and Savannah start parsing through what they find, including things like a deer, an ant, a condor, and so on, until finally they find some bats. Zach pulls off an amazing catch and absolutely perfectly catches it in his talons without harming it. And so with a cool new morph in tow, they head back to the camp, until something caught them by surprise. A convertible sheared into a rock and suspended midair with a mysterious lump in the back seat. They decide to let the bat go in order to investigate this car, and what they find is a mysterious round object with symbols on it that neither of them recognize. They decide to take it back to camp. Meanwhile, back at camp, Reese, Grant, and Kamren are playing cards and watching the clock. As the 1 hour mark passes, tensions start to ramp up. Reese insists on a grace period while Grant feels more on edge. An hour and a half later, Grant decides that they're going to morph to Great Horned Owl and be ready to catch Zach and Savannah as they return and give the three boys either a chance to escape if an attack is coming or the ability to capture and question Zach and Savannah until they know why they missed the deadline. Reese doesn't agree with this, and the tensions explode when Reese smashes Grant with a shovel as he tries to morph Owl. What ensues is an all-out brawl between Reese, Grant, and Kamren, and it doesn't end super well. As Zach and Savannah are approaching, they hear the commotion and run back as fast as Zach, wearing only a towel and carrying the object they found, can go. They arrive to find Grant choking out Reese, but Zach quickly takes control of the situation and diffuses everyone. They force the whole group into a heart-to-heart about their behavior, and everything seems to be resolved, with the exception of the attempt to force Grant and Savannah to reconcile. About this time, we find out Possum has managed to finish off our entire supply of food, and the Fighty Boys all exhausted themselves with their fight, so they head to bed while Zach and Savannah take the first watch. It passes by uneventfully, until the very end when they find themselves surrounded by a pack of wolves. Zach decides to try and pet one of them and ignore Savannah telling him to get safely behind her, and they wake up the boys in the tent just in time for the battle to begin. While Reese stays in the tent to hold Possum, thank you very much, Zach attempts to pet and then wrestle a wolf to the ground and record it. Grant goes to Owl in the tent before being turned loose by Kamren. Kamren also jumps into the fray, attempts to grab a wolf, but instead the wolf grabs him. While the boys fight these wolves with their squishy, human, bare hands, Savannah goes to Moose Morph and begins charging them down, sending two wolves into an end of some sort. After a few wolves were scared off, the one Zach had a hold of tried to retreat, but got chased down and pinned by Savannah as a moose so everyone else could record it, and then after the chaos of the battle died down, Reese, Grant, Kamren started cleaning up the food around the campsite to avoid attracting more unwanted attention. While, Zach and Savannah decided to go to bed.
My name is Zach.
My name is Reese.
My name is Savannah.
My name is Grant. We can't tell you our last names, or where we live.
And if we do tell you anything, we're probably lying, because it's way too risky.
We can't be exposed. We have to be careful.
Really careful.
Extremely careful. So we don't trust anyone.
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 Not anyone.
At all.
Because if they find us,
If they find us?
no.
We're not going to let them find us.
We can't let them find us. What we can tell you is that we're all in really big trouble.
Yeah. Even you.
Me a little bit more, but you too.
The morning's approaching as the Fighty Boys are doing their watch. The ground's wet, but it stopped raining. You guys were cleaning up trash. Yeah, so as you guys are getting like this last bit of trash that's around your campsite, what do you guys do?
Mope. Yeah, I mean,
Roll rope.
yeah, moping, really. Not really talking a lot. Just kind of keeping my head down. keeping an eye on everyone still, but like, I don't know. I'm just, he's tired. Grant is tired. He's been so on edge and hyped up so long, and had to kind of barrel face down something that he doesn't really like thinking about very much. So he's just kind of a little bit more reserved than usual, I think.
About Reese.
I think Reese is primarily just going around the campsite and making sure that he leaves no stone unturned. In terms of finding food waste, and he's already like cleaned out the tent of all the food that Possum has already eaten through, and trying to take stock of what food they still have, making sure, because like Possum getting into the food and ripping things open is what let the smell out, which is what attracted the wolves. So he's trying to mitigate just any kind of other predators from finding us.
Go ahead and give me just a flat D20, bro.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Is that good?
That's pretty good. So as you're taking stock of everything, you end up finding a pizza box, full pizza that was underneath one of the coolers or something that Possum couldn't get to. There's also behind the tent you find a box that you guys didn't bring in, that it just got misplaced, and it's got some chips, some powdered donuts, all kinds of stuff that you guys can eat. So you find enough you find enough food to at least last. I mean, you guys could probably not eat until tomorrow and be fine, but you find you some snacks and stuff.
Okay.
Enough to not be hangry.
Yeah.
Okay, because I mean tensions are already high, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that food, pack it as small as possible, and then put it into the cooler that I've got, and kind of latch the cooler shut so that it's all airtight.
After after like you guys have picked up most of the stuff around, and Kamren brings his bag over. Kamren sits on one of the stumps and just has a stick and is like poking it in the mud.
I took his dog away, so he's playing with a stick. I'm sorry.
Well, that was the stick that he was going to be throwing for Possum, but no.
He's just getting it ready.
Yeah. Grant walks over to Kamren, and Savannah and Zach are sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't interrupting you guys.
Or as far as you know, anyway.
Fair. Grant is going to walk over to Kamren and kind of look at the stick that he's playing with, poking in the mud, and he's going to go, you want me to throw that?
Kamren looks up and kind of laughs at that a little bit and says, you can if you want, but I'm not going to chase it right now.
That's fair. So, I've been kind of distracted. How much longer do we have out here, do you think? What time did we start?
He holds up his phone. It's dead. I lost track of time hours ago.
How'd you know it was hours? Sorry.
Is my phone dead?
He says hours. You guys know it's been 20 minutes or so. No, your phone's
for
not
weeks.
dead.
I check it. How much longer do we have?
You probably have about another. Well, battery life on your phone, you have about another 3 hours. It looks like. But we'll say you guys are coming into Monday morning. So 12 noon is on Tuesday is your all's exact 72-hour mark. Yeah, 72.
Yeah. Okay, so we've probably got like 32 hours left, something like that.
Yeah, maybe a little less than that, actually.
All right.
So is the sun up at this point? Like,
It's just starting to peak. We'll say it's just starting to peak.
Cool.
What is? Are we a little bit removed from Reese right
You
now?
can be.
Okay.
You can be.
Reese is all the way over here, still packing up trash and stuff.
Yeah, we'll put.
Right, we have a map. Grant's gonna say, "Hey, I was thinking, there's something I need to, Christ. Something I need to apologize to you for. I mean, I already apologized for treating you unfairly versus the others. I shouldn't have, I shouldn't have been suspicious of you over everyone else. Everyone else is equally as likely, including me, obviously. That day that I followed you back and you saw proof of concept when I morphed out a possum and I was watching you, there was a cockroach in that room and I acquired it recorded it. And I made sure to not see like everything, but I did kind of watch you to make sure that you weren't gonna, I don't know, turn into a bug and run away when you went to take a shower. I wasn't really thinking straight, but it occurs to me that was kind of fucked, and I wanted to tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I have not been thinking very straight, but I don't want to just sit on that and pretend it didn't happen or like it was okay. So I wanted to address it with you.
Well, I appreciate you telling me. And there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
You're paranoid. It's still kind of fucked up, but I don't think it's gonna. I think there's more important things going on right now. And since you came to me and told me, I don't know. It's still kind of fucked up, but it's, well, water under the bridge. We got a lot to figure out. So.
Grant just kind of sighs and he's gonna go, yeah, all right. Well, we're almost out of the woods. Quite literally.
So what's gonna happen next?
Guess we'll have to talk about that. Not really gonna speculate it on it without everyone else here, but we gotta do something. You can't just let the world die. I would love that.
Yeah.
So, Reese will kind of like see you guys talking and wander over, and it's kind of like, hey, I come in peace.
Yeah, Grant's just gonna chuckle.
Like aliens, get it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, right? I really don't. I don't know if I'm just processing things really well or not processing them at all, because those two things kind of look the same sometimes. It's been a really fucked up 48 hours, right?
Yeah.
It's
been a really fucked up 72 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think it's likely to get much better anytime soon.
Yeah. but at least we're gonna have each other, right?
Yeah. After this, we'll be able to lean on each other. That's for sure. I think once the others wake up, we should probably talk about. I don't know. We'll see what everyone else thinks. I'm not just gonna try and make unilateral decisions. It hasn't gone well, but
Yeah.
we I think we should have increased restrictions on visibility on each other and things for the last little bit. If one of us is faking, this is the time. This is crunch time. This is when they're gonna
Yeah.
try to pull some shit. We got to be on top of it.
Yeah, we've been playing a little bit, fast and loose with the rules that we set out at the beginning. So I think
Yeah,
coming
I
up
mean,
to the end here, definitely cracking down on the rules is important.
yeah, I
Good
mean,
call out, man. Good call out.
with everything that, yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, with everything that happened between the three of us, yesterday, we I guess we're just lucky that the way that all worked out, we were all within eyesight of each other during that because things
Yeah.
didn't reset, but
I
we all
mean,
went kind of wild and it easily could have been the end of it and we had to restart.
mad
Um,
respect to you guys. Neither one of you took off. You guys stood and you guys stood your ground and you know all three of us. We don't know if we don't know what side all three of us are on. So the fact that you guys were facing what could have been certain death or whatever, and you didn't take off. It's really impressive. And again, I apologized earlier, but I've just been kind of wandering around and thinking about it. And dude, I'm really sorry for hitting you with the shovel, and I'm really sorry for threatening to fuck you up.
I mean,
It was uncalled for, and
it was,
ah,
I
it
mean,
was just the heat of the moment, and
yeah,
it won't happen again.
I, I believe you. I think we got most of that out of our system. I wish it hadn't been a literal shovel to knock some sense into me, but I did
Yeah,
I did need something. I don't know that it was that. I'm not just gonna say that that's behavior that's excusable or whatever.
yeah.
I'm not. I know that's not what you're looking for, but we're like we said,
It
we're cool. This is
some
kind of
blend of
unprecedented.
yeah,
We've got
yeah.
invasion of the literal body snatchers here.
It was some blend of just for me. It was some blend of the ass whooping plus the talking to that really clicked things into place. And
Oh yeah, Zach's dad voice.
yeah, jeez, dude, I didn't as far as I could tell, Zach has just been kind of a passive dude, just letting things kind of happen, and then you know just living his life or whatever.
Yeah, I
But
didn't know he had that in him.
same.
I don't think he
Um,
likes me.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I tried to talk to him when we were on our break, or when we were on our watch, and just seems like it kind of got shut down.
I don't know.
Uh,
But
It's all weird right now, dude. So I wouldn't put too much stock into it.
Grant's
So
actually gonna laugh and then catch himself and be like, I'm sorry, man. I'm not laughing at you. You should talk to him about that, because he, man, his focus wanders at the best of times, and Grant's gonna get a little bit more solemn again, and he's gonna be like, he saw not only Elfangor, but a man he tried to save die the other day. On top of all this stuff, he's we're all going through it, but he's just processing it. He's got. I assure you, there's. If Zach had something against you, he'd mention it. No.
Been a fucked up couple of days for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. I want to give everybody here the benefit of the doubt. But
If it bothered you, I seriously talked to him about it. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I know he's a goofball sometimes, and he's a little bit reserved about certain things, but like, he'll talk to you.
it's just kind of one of those things. It's like, somebody mentioned it. They just catch you off guard. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe I'll talk to him.
No, like, talk us through it. What happened?
Uh, not a big deal. I just tried to make a TikTok. He didn't want to. Stagnant conversation until the end kind of got better. Towards the end of the watch.
So he didn't like straight up cold shoulder you or anything like
No,
that.
no,
Just
no.
okay. Yeah, no, then it's probably just
He's
nerves
just
and
distracted.
weirdness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, bud.
Hey, no.
You're likable.
Thanks.
Just kind of like do it like that punch in the shoulder and then just like,
Ah, my back.
Grant's gonna snort.
That laugh was out of character. Just it's like Reese is gonna just kind of okay, yeah, and then would you guys mind helping me like just one last pass of the camp just to make sure we've got all the trash?
Yeah, man, you got it.
Cool. Thanks.
While
you guys-
there, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as you guys make another pass over the camp, we'll cut to the inside of the tent.
So, Zach and Savannah are sleeping. At least, I assume Savannah's also sleeping. I went to sleep without morphing out of my injuries from the wolf. So, at some point, Zach's going to turn over on what I assume is an army cot, which sucks, and probably lay on his arm, which is going to wake him up.
Owie.
I don't know if you want to call this a short rest or a long rest. We'll deal with the math in a minute.
Okay.
But so Zach's going to notice that dawn is approaching. It's light enough in the tent to make out shapes, and he's going to look over at Savannah and see if she's awake.
Did you make any noise when you rolled over?
Oh, there was definitely a fuck.
Yeah, then you woke her up.
Okay. Hey, did I wake you up just now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Sorry, I should have morphed out of this before I went to sleep. There's probably blood everywhere.
Oh,
I was a little tired and annoyed.
Yeah.
Not the best decision. Are you okay?
No, man, no. I'm not.
You
I'm
want to
not.
talk about it?
I don't know. Why are you gonna morph out? Do you need me to leave?
No, I'll do it in a minute. It's fine. What's bugging you right now?
All of it? I mean, I fucked up. I fucked up so bad. That was test 0. That wasn't even a battle. And I made every fucking wrong decision. I fucked up real bad.
So you're mad because you didn't do perfect your first try?
No, man, I'm mad because I put everything that I thought I stood for, that I thought I believed in, on the fucking line. When I saw you reaching for that wolf, when I saw it come after you, I don't know. I could only think to attack, and I fucked everything up. I've destroyed this entire ecosystem at this point. I literally, everything that I care about, I fucked up because I saw somebody that I cared about to get waylaid, and I fucked up, man.
At this point, Zach's gonna like sit up and like swing his legs over the side of the cot. Is there like a lantern in the tent?
There's a little electric thing that's hanging from.
Does it have a low
Electric
setting or
torch?
is it bright as shit?
I called it a torch once, and you made fun
Yeah,
of me.
that's right.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Yeah, no, it's definitely got kind of a low setting, so not to blind everyone in the tent.
All right, so I'm gonna reach up and fiddle with that till I figure out how to turn it on, and put it on the low setting, the dim setting, and I'm gonna be like, while I'm doing that, I think Zach probably talks better about serious shit when he's not focused on it. So, listen, what you did was necessary. It's not nice. I get that, but I don't think that a bunch of alien brain slugs are gonna be really good for the ecosystem. And we're the only 5 people in the world that even know about it. And hopefully we have some power to fight back against it. What I did was stupid, but it was a calculated stupid. I figured I'd be able to record a wolf, and I was right. I knew I'd get injured, but I can uninjure myself.
Yeah, but see, that's you're making it worse. And I think Savannah's gonna grab Possum and just kind of like hug him in to herself a little bit and just be like, you're making it worse, because you're exactly right. That was a calculated risk. You could have morphed out of it. You could have been fine. And I went and I injured some wolves or killed wolves that I didn't have to. And
But
you would have been fine.
You did what was necessary to protect the team. And the team has to come first. We're the only weapons, if you want to think of it that way, that can fight against an enemy that no one else even knows about.
Yeah, but we weren't fighting that enemy. We weren't fighting aliens. Those were innocent animals that we were in their territory. We should have figured out why they were attacking us. Wolves don't just attack people for no reason. They were here because we left food out, or because we were in their territory, or both, or they had a den, or something. Like there's 1,000 ways that could have resolved without the way that it did.
Yeah.
And is that who you want fighting for this planet? Can't even figure that out?
Yeah. I want the people that are going to feel bad about the mistakes they make.
Well,
If you'd have been remorseless, there'd be a much worse conversation.
I guess.
I'm still your friend. I don't think any less of you. You did exactly what was necessary. The only thing that I'm really upset about is you didn't tell me you had such a cool fucking morph.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to tell
I mean,
anybody.
a moose? It's like a dinosaur.
Dude,
That's awesome.
I know. But I didn't want to tell anybody before coming out here.
Why not?
I mean, we all went into the woods to make sure one of us wasn't an alien, but dude, I'm strong, but you can't throw me into the woods with 4 dudes. I only know one of them, and expect me not to have something up my sleeve in case something goes awry as the only girl out here?
That's true. Yeah. I had not thought of that at all. I got your back.
I know
It's a
you
neat
do.
consolation.
But that doesn't mean you can always be there. And I mean, you know I trust you, but I gotta be prepared, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry I didn't tell you.
No, it's cool. I understand why you didn't. Are you better now? Do you want to go check on the wolves? See if they're still there, if they got away?
Yeah, I guess let's go see if there's anything left.
Do you want to eat first?
No,
Get the
man, I
boys
don't.
and
I'm not
have some
hungry.
breakfast? Okay. Okay.
Why don't? If you want to go at breakfast, I'll go throw the ball for Possum for a bit, and we can.
No, no, no. I'll go out with you and find these. Look for where they landed. I'm sure they're gone.
All right.
And or let's just go tell them first.
All right.
Zach will turn the lantern back off and then start unzipping the tent.
And
Step
I'll
out.
follow him out.
Hey, you guys see the fighty boys getting along.
Morning.
Hey,
Morning.
How's everybody doing?
better and worse.
Reese is
Yeah.
gonna walk up and just, I don't know if Zach will be receptive to this, but just like hug him on the side with like the arm that's not uh, like he's going to avoid the fucked up arm and just hug him and just
It's
say,
going to be an awkward one-handed hug for sure.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
a what's
totally
going on
acceptable.
hug.
It's like, thank you for setting us straight,
Yeah.
and also
Look,
that wolf chomp, like feeding a wolf your arm, so fucking badass, dude.
I think Savannah at this moment's going to turn away from you guys and just kind of distance herself a bit.
And
Grant's gonna kind of
Reese will-
mumble like, "Can't set me straight."
do I hear that?
Yeah.
Is it loud enough for me to hear, or were you being
Yeah,
quiet
no.
on purpose?
No, you can
Okay.
definitely hear it.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes.
And then
I don't know.
Reese will let go and step away. Like, just kind of step back. Give him some space.
Savannah and I are gonna do a perimeter check. You guys just want to hang out here.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Are there
how
any
far?
eggs? Do you have any eggs, Reese? Did you pack any?
Yeah, in the cooler that's in the tent, there is actually a carton of pre-scrambled egg mix.
Would you be down to cook those up for us?
Buddy, I thought you'd never ask for some classic American breakfast.
I've had enough fucking pizza.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
100%.
Zoe's is good. Don't get me wrong, but
Is Savannah
know.
still within eyesight?
Yeah, I'm just a few feet back from, well, probably like 7 or 8 feet back from where all this is happening.
I mean, Grant's keeping kind of an eye, but he's giving you your space.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get breakfast preparation started, and yeah, everybody remember 5-pointed star.
Yeah.
Everybody keep
what
eyes
does
on
that
one
mean?
another.
Yeah, Grant's gonna
Okay.
kind of chuckle and say, Zach, you might want to. I'm sure she wouldn't like to hear it from me, but we were just talking, and as we're coming into the final hour here, we all were talking, and we think it's probably a good idea to be a little bit harsher on visibility and uh controlled environment. Like, you mentioned it yesterday when you reamed us out, but like we could have fucked all of this up with what we did yesterday. And if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen during crunch time, and I think we can officially say we're in it. Uh I don't know, man. I think we should
Are
be
you
stricter.
suggesting that we shouldn't go on a perimeter check with just the two of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with wait, just the two of you. Were you guys gonna go?
We're just gonna check around camp, and then like really quietly, I'm gonna be like, she's really upset about the wolves. We're gonna go see if we can find them, or if they ran off.
Grant's gonna kind of. Hmm. He's at first gonna like kind of curl his lip a little bit in like disdain, and then he's gonna drop it and look a little bit more thoughtful, and he's gonna say, "Yeah, I get that. Just stay within eyesight, I guess, but we don't have to walk with you. Um, I
We
still
won't go
don't.
far.
Okay. Just after that, though, I don't think we should do that much anymore. I think
Sure.
it. I just think it's going to be a bad idea at this point.
You got it, man. No, that's solid reasoning.
All right.
We'll be back in 20 minutes.
All right.
And I have no way to tell if that's true, so yell really loud when it's 20 minutes and we'll come
Your
back.
phone is still.
No, mine
Your
died.
phone's still. Yeah, but you had the backup generator.
I haven't
Yeah.
used them yet.
Battery packs.
Oh yeah, I was just saying you could put it in. Yeah,
I
If you have-
assumed
I don't know
that
if
you
my-
would have told me when I needed to do that, or that I'm sorry that I would need to tell you when I charged it.
Sure.
And I don't think
Okay.
my phone's quite dead yet. I know it was low, but I don't
Yeah,
think it's died.
Yours is low. We'll say you got another 2 hours left.
I'm gonna say to him, I'm gonna be like, Grant's gonna look over at Savannah, and she's like visibly upset. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Grant's gonna say, if she pulls anything, you scream real loud, and also tell her to wait. If you
Can I
told her
hear
to do
you
it-
saying this, or are you trying to be quiet?
Well, I'm kind of saying, I'm not really being quiet, but I'm kind of saying it like that. And what I'm going to say is like, and tell her the same thing, I guess, but like, wait. But if you were the thing, then you wouldn't tell her that. And he's kind of like doing the mental math thing in his head, but you can definitely hear him saying this, so you can interject. But he's like,
Okay,
I
well,
don't-
after I see this happening for like 20 seconds or so, I'm just going to be like, hey, everybody. If anybody pulls some shit, yell as loud as you can. Nobody go out of earshot, and everybody try to keep eyes on somebody else. Got it?
I think Kamren and Reese look at each other and then look back at Zach and thumbs up.
Okay.
Reese has
Hey,
got
Gr-
like a car battery and an electric griddle and some jumper cables.
An electric griddle.
Yeah.
Just make a campfire. You fucking psycho. Okay.
Yeah. No. I'm just kidding. I was just like MacGyvering some shit.
No, I love it. Fucking
Yeah,
keep it. Whatever.
He's got like he just pulls out some like camping equipment and he starts to like pull together food, and he's making Southwest omelets for everybody.
Hell yeah.
Kamren starts to pull pizza toppings off and throw them in the omelet.
Fucking green peppers from the pizza.
Hell
It's
yeah.
so good.
Somebody's getting a spicy omelet.
I think that Grant has walked away from Zach. Grant has walked away from Zach so that they can do what they're gonna do, and he's just gonna like look at the fire and look back at Kamren and look back at the fire and look back at what he's doing and be like, "What the fuck?"
Ingenuity. I don't know.
Just- I don't.
Cameron's so proud of himself. I'm like, I
All
don't
right.
want to question it.
We can
All
use
right,
the cheese too.
But like, I feel like,
or you
I
could eat
feel
the
like what's
pizza.
happening. I feel like Reese has like a Ziploc baggie full of pre-chopped ingredients.
Yeah.
For a Southwest omelet. Like, there's already green peppers and shit in there, but Kamren is just so excited to be like, I'm helping.
These ones are pizza flavored.
I love it.
Oh,
It's
amazing.
you've got your Southwest omelet and your toast.
That's great. All right.
You just put the crust like top down and then harden up that side, and then it's toast.
You guys are inventing a pizzomelet.
Ooh, you got to take this back to Big Zo's.
Grant's just gonna shake.
New menu item.
We can
Just
open
because
Zoe's
before
now
12.
opens for breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's just gonna be shaking his head and pull out a cigarette and start smoking and be like, oh, and like head just gonna like, oh, and he's gonna be like, I might
Before he
need to
goes,
quit. Like, well, I mean,
Zach's gonna bum a cigarette.
oh yeah, he gives you one.
Yeah. Zach very rarely smokes. You've seen him smoke like 3 times, and it's been when bad shit goes on.
Yeah. He's not even gonna question it. He's not gonna give
Yep.
you a hard time or anything. He's just gonna pass you one. but he's like on a log sitting down and kind of like grabs his head after he takes a puff, and he's gonna be like, with that happening every time, I might need to quit, but it is kind of awesome.
So yeah, Zach takes really tiny pulls because he never smoked cigarettes.
Mhm.
So
All right, so me and Van, I'm gonna go. Come on, Van, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll head directly towards where we think the first wolf might have landed.
which I think is kind of like behind your all's tent this way.
Okay.
I
So
think it was. Didn't it go further down first? And the
down
second
here?
one was by Kamren? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember the first one was down this way somewhere. So yeah, we'll put it back. We'll say you hit it into this brush over here. So you guys just give me either investigation or survival checks.
I love from a storytelling perspective that we had this whole thing where we had a moment of cohesion where we're like talking about how we need to not split up, and then we go to the other two people who are immediately like, we need to go off on our own and do this.
That's what happened last
could all-
time too.
It makes
Everybody can all
sense.
go.
It makes sense. Well, I mean, but yeah, it makes sense, and I love it. It's funny.
So
We're not going far.
Mhm.
So I rolled a nat 20 with a +3, so it has a 23 grab you.
and Savannah, what'd you get?
13.
All right. So first we'll go with Savannah. You look back
Got it.
here about where you think the wolf's body flew. You look down and you see a puddle of blood, but then there's like that's all you see is just a puddle right there, but you don't see a body. Zach, you notice droplets on a bush about 5 feet away, where this wolf might have walked up against.
Mhm.
There's blood on this bush right here, and you see that there's kind of a trail you can follow. Do you follow it?
A little ways, not very far. I want to so I assume folks in the camp are idly talking. We can hear the sounds of
Yeah.
griddle being hit with a spatula or whatever,
Before
So-
you guys get too far,
We're not going far, don't worry.
yeah, no, before you guys get too far, like out of eyesight of the open part of the camp,
Mhm.
Reese is going to just remembered. Reese is going to take a small like travel sized first aid kit and throw it your way. Say, just in case something needs to be done. There you go.
Oh, like to treat a wolf? Yeah, all right. I don't think we're doing that, but thank you. Cool.
Hey, it is what
Appreciate
man.
it.
Yep.
Zach, as you go a little ways down, not too far, you follow this trail a little bit. You do see a gray tail on the ground with the rest of the body underneath a bush.
I'm gonna slow down. And does it look like it's moving?
The tail just seems to be laying there, not moving.
I'm gonna grab a rock, like off the ground, and like toss it like underhand, like softly towards the tree next to the bush or something to make like a loud sound.
Yeah, you toss the rock over there. It hits the bush. No movement.
All right, I'm gonna. That sigh is in character. Zach just kind of holds a hand up to Savannah and says, "I'll check," and then walks over to the bush and looks under.
Yeah, you can see the wolf laying there, not breathing, gash in its side.
And Savannah absolutely followed right behind him and did not heed that at all.
R2, stay with the ship. All right.
Yeah, you kind of look over.
Turns around to like, oh, there you are. Okay. Well. All right.
Austin's like, no, Savannah doesn't get out of this. Live in it.
Yep.
Sucks.
Do you want to leave it here? You want to do anything else?
Yeah, I think Savannah's gonna lean down and kind of not like pet it like a dog, but just kind of like give it another check, like put a hand on it. And then I think she's just gonna say, I guess we should figure out if we need to move it away from camp, but I'm not gonna go ahead and take away another food source from the scavengers.
Do we need to move it away from camp? How close are we?
I mean, you guys are within talking distance. Like you can still hear muffled voices back from camp.
Close enough that a moose could have flung it that distance.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say with your investigation check, it looks like it got up and walked a little ways.
Right. Okay.
All right. Let's head back to camp and get our bearings to find where the other one landed and certainly walked away.
Okay.
Sure, the other one's fine. Yeah, so we do. We walk back into camp, and I don't think Zach says anything to anybody. We just walk the other direction that we need to go. There's only two, right?
The other, because another one ran away, and then the last one you guys let go. Yeah, as you guys give me another investigation check, both of you, or survival if you.
Well, the 21 that time, still really good.
11. Getting worse.
Zach's a super sleuth. Who knew?
You guys both rolled 2 less than your previous roll. I think it's because you don't want to find anything.
No.
But you have to. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to, but you need it.
Right, and Savannah's just getting more and more distraught as this goes on. So she's looking, but she's not looking.
Yeah. Savannah, with that investigation check, you do see another puddle of blood. This one looks more kind of scattered, like maybe it hit and dragged across the ground a little bit. But other than that, you don't notice any kind of. The body's not there, but you don't see anywhere that it could have went. Zach, again, you see drops of blood on the ground. You notice tracks that quickly move off any kind of dirt path and into like brush and woods. And you can follow it for about as long as you did the other one. And you still see traces of it even further. So you'd have to go further away than you have been.
I think this one got away.
So it's going to be forced to suffer a slow, painful death with injuries that I inflicted. Great.
Or it'll heal.
A major predator like that with broken limbs, I don't see that happening.
Its limbs clearly aren't broken. Okay. With a 21, can I tell that it's using all 4 feet?
I will say with the 21, you notice there's at least a limp.
Okay. It looks like it's using all of its feet.
Yeah, but they run down their prey.
Well, it can scavenge for a little bit. It'll be all right. It'll heal. The other option is we can, you could call somebody at the zoo, say that on a camping trip you thought you saw a wolf limping in the distance.
We'd have to find it first. We'd have to have eyes on it. They're not going to come out and run around the woods at random.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Does that help?
I want to do that.
All right. I'm going to yell back at camp and say, we have to go farther to find this wolf.
How far away are they?
We'll say they're about 30 feet away from you. Enough you can still hear him yelling.
Yeah.
Okay. Could we make out what he said?
Yeah.
30 feet away? Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I figured. I just wanted to make sure that
They're on the other side of a backyard.
Yeah, that's a good point. Grant's gonna say, then we should come.
All right.
Yeah, you guys come back and have a little breakfast, and we'll get the day started, and then we'll all go together.
So as he's saying that, Zach will look back at Savannah and be like, "Sound good?"
Yeah, let's just hurry because it's going to be getting further away when we're wasting time.
We need to eat. We need
We can
energy.
eat
Yeah.
and walk. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fine.
go morph out of these injuries anyway. So
Reminds
I'm gonna
me.
walk.
Did we get morphs back for our sleeping, for our rest?
Yes, you did.
Are we
Zach,
back at full? Yeah.
your hit points are back at full. You are going to take disadvantage on any kind of checks that involve your arm uh, until you morph it out. Until you morph
Well,
your
I was
injuries
gonna
out.
say, as soon as we get back to camp, I'm gonna look around and say, does anybody else have any injuries that they need to morph out of?
I did last night.
Broken heart.
No, I morphed on top of the wolf and then got away. I'm good.
Okay, I'll be right back, and I'm literally just gonna go into the tent. I'm gonna let Possum out, if Possum was still in there. I don't know.
Yeah, he runs out.
And I'm just gonna morph to Mo and back. I'm gonna enjoy it.
You want to try your concentration check? Just
Yeah, I do.
I was gonna say, keeping up with theme, Grant definitely yelled after him, "Try to keep your underwear on."
I'm gonna. Thanks, Dad.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Constitution check.
I thought
Roll a 15.
Yeah, undies fall.
Fuck,
Around
man. What is this fucking DC?
20. I'll just go ahead and tell you.
Fuck. I'm gonna see that happens, and I'm gonna morph back, and then I'm gonna morph to I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna morph to Mo again.
All right, make sure you put your.
I
demons down.
am.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try it one more time.
Can we hear bones
22!
crunching?
Around that 20! The undies stay on!
Can we hear the bones crunching and slashing like multiple times?
Yeah.
And I hope like a swear word in between.
Yeah, you guys hear
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So the first time you guys can hear just like a little bit of crunching and shrinking and like the cot creaking weirdly because I'm probably sitting on it and then I get lighter, and then you in bird voice you probably hear "Fuck!" and then I morph back and you hear it again. So you hear the cot creaking as I get heavier again, and then I just fucking you hear like get struggling as I get my clothes back on in a tent, which sucks. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna do the whole thing over, and then the second time, probably like I guess it's learned, so it wouldn't be part of the DNA of Mo for me to just excitedly yell, "Do a barrel roll." But
I think we've established that you can, while you're in morph, you're smarter than Mo, so you can do some words that he can't.
Do a barrel
yeah, no, I'm
roll.
saying like so. Mohawk, the actual cockatoo, when excited, just yells, "Do a barrel roll."
Okay. I see what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is like, obviously,
That
I
would
would
be in the
not
DNA,
excitedly yell, "Do a barrel roll," because I am not the bird. I don't have
Did
the
you-
same learnings as the bird.
Did you say it in thought speak, but in an imitation of Mo?
No,
Roll a barrel
no.
roll.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scream happy. I don't know, just happy noises, and then in thought speak, I'm gonna be like, "The undies stayed on.
Yeah, I was gonna say Grant's gonna say,
The underwear stayed."
"Fuck yeah!"
All right, then I'll demorph, and it was worth it.
What's worth it?
And then I'll get dressed, and then I'll exit the tent. Exeunt.
Yeah, so you guys eat and then set off.
If we get walking burritos or something, I'll just
Yeah.
we can all walk with.
I scrambled up those omelets, and now they're Southwest breakfast tacos.
What do we need to do to? What do we need to do? What do we need to do, Reese, to like batten down the hatches and prep camp for us being gone for a little while?
Make sure that all the food is inside the cooler. Make
Okay.
sure that the tent is zipped up and kind of well hidden. And as
Let's
long
do
as
that as
there's
quick
no
as we
other,
can.
there's no other trace of us around, then it'll be perfectly fine. So yeah, Reese is gonna take a couple of like collected branches from the surrounding trees and just kind of lean them up against the tent so that it covers and looks like canopy.
I'm gonna grab my other power charger for my phone. It should have a cord so I can do it in my pocket, but we grab that and then I'll help with the branches, and then I'll like motion for Kamren to come help too.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
help.
And I think
Well-
Savannah will be helping you guys, but in that way where she's just trying to like rush you by helping and maybe not doing great, but just like trying to encourage you along.
It's fine. Like that type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting like annoyed mom vibes, like tapping the foot.
Well, she's just waiting till it looks like you guys are ready to go.
Grant
Yeah.
kind
This
of
takes-
like started to step forward, but it's such a small space and so many people already did it that like he's kind of gonna back off a little bit and start smoking again. Like Grant for a while was trying to smoke just a certain amount and not, up it so that he just, was smoking more and more and more. But now that like he resets that timer every time he morphs, he's like, I don't smoke however much I want. So he's just kind of sitting back and watching. On the surface, probably looks like he's being lazy, but really he knows he'd just get in the way.
This takes like 5 minutes or so yeah, no big deal.
No.
And then it's like, okay, we're good. Golden.
And then
let's go.
Savannah's going to start morphing to Pete, the rat terrier.
Okay.
Whoa, no, we don't need to morph.
We can sniff them out easier. It'll help.
Okay.
Everybody go wolf.
No,
No, those are new morphs. We need to
She
do that another
could-
time.
True.
I guess. Grant's gonna say, "What are we doing?"
We're
Just
gonna go look for this other wolf that got away. Because if it's
okay.
injured, we need to find it so that we can send experts out here to heal it.
Should I go possum then if we're gonna try and sniff him
If you
out?
can keep your shit together, yeah. I was gonna recommend either you go possum or Reese goes mo.
I mean,
I've already morphed twice this morning. I'm already kind of feeling a little fatigued. So
Grant's gonna kind of Grant's gonna kind of like lower his head and be like, "I actually got control on the possum morph a while ago. It's just," and he's gonna get even quieter. He's gonna go, "It's just fun."
okay,
And-
well,
and
there's
then-
gonna be another doggy here for you to play with. So
Fuck off!
you
and he's
really
gonna
have to
start
be able to
morphing.
keep it.
No, he's
You have
just
to
gonna
keep
say,
it together.
He's just gonna say "fuck off" and he's gonna start morphing.
All right, Van, are you in there? You good? I assume you're done morphing at this point.
We'll find out because I've never done this morph before.
Yeah.
So while they are morphing, Kamren will say, "Do you want me to go to the sky?"
Not yet.
Okay.
I think having like 2 trackers is good enough, y'all. Like we can kind of just trail behind and keep each other company.
And if one of them starts to run off, the other one can follow them.
All right.
Well, yeah. Go ahead.
So after about a minute, Savannah, this is a new morph for you. Do you want to describe it?
Yeah, I think she'll be trying to just go through like, pretty quickly, but probably what you'll see is just first is the shrinking because she's not going to possum. She's going to a little rat terrier here who looks very cute, but is not super helpful. So she's just going to start shrinking down. Probably what'll happen is her nose will absolutely like disgustingly start to push out in front of her face as her ears are starting to come back. And then the teeth will kind of grow in, and they're going to grow into like current size and then shrink with her skull as it goes, as her spine's elongating and the tail, of course, coming out before the hair starts coming in and kind of different patches. I'd like to imagine the different kind of color patches come in at different rates here. And then finally she like keeps crunching down until she's small and on the ground and like just freezes there.
All
It
right.
sounds like crushing a bag of chips.
Mm-hmm.
Grant took
Gross.
his overshirt and pants off, by the way, so that he's not like messing with those. But he got underwear and shirt on, and I've already done the thing, so I don't have to do it again. Grant turns into possum, and it's gross.
All right.
Zach, really quick, will gather all the clothes up and toss them into the tent. kind of in 2 bundles off to each side. Whatever extra clothes there are.
Zip and lock the tent.
Grant's gonna say, "Hey, or I don't know if it's in thought speak or normal voice, but he's gonna be like, "Hey, could you bring my shoes in case I need to go back human out there? Like, I can be in my underwear and undershirt in the woods, but I'd rather not be barefoot."
I'll
Alright,
tie his
so
laces together and throw them over
honestly,
my shoulders.
when he says that, I'll just ask Reese to unlock the tent, and I'll just throw all their clothes into a bag with their shoes, and then I'll just carry a backpack.
Cool.
Savannah,
Mm-hmm.
let's see if you can control this morph. So your feet comes in handy.
It does. It
You get it.
does.
You get advantage
yeah.
on this.
Great. So is
So you
it?
need-
It's. Whoop.
You need to beat a wisdom check, and it's your wisdom.
Oh, check, not save. Got it. Okay, got you.
It's the same for us, right?
Yeah. So it is the same. So we're gonna have to take the first one.
I would
All
Uh,
right.
Sorry.
Ooh.
So
Oh, that's
sorry.
fine.
Yeah. So
That's
14.
fine.
All you get all kinds of smells as soon as you get into this morph, and it's you want to run around and just you have all this energy, but then you get these smells. There's like some little vermin over here that you can get. There's another one about 40 or 50 away to your left. You can't decide which way you want to go, and then you just take off to the closest one.
But there's another dog here for you to play with.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Grant, you see this rat terrier just take off into the brush.
He understands, so he'll run after her, but like he's not he's not doing the Grant panic. He's just going after her and barking, but also saying he's gonna be like, "Rat dog's got you."
Kamren also takes off following.
I'm gonna yell, "Come on, Savannah, get control!"
And
We
I'm
don't
not
have
responding
time.
to you guys.
We-
I'm out of control, so I'm
no,
not
it's-
answering.
I'm gonna
time-
say, "We don't have time. We got to go find these wolves."
Yeah, the whole time Grant is
Savannah, as you're running, you have your target locked. You can even see it now. It's this little shrew, and it looks like it's about 15 feet away from like this little hole in a tree that it can get in. You start to run after it. You hear something from behind you, another dog noise. You hear him barking. You hear Grant barking, and as you turn back and look, he might be trying to get to this shrew before you do. I will let you pick, Alex. You can either keep your second roll to try to knock out of this, or you can roll again. It's up to you.
Roll again.
All right.
I don't get to keep it because I fucked up, and it got worse.
yeah.
Got
well,
worse.
Oh,
it's
no.
fine.
It's just
Oh.
worse too. So
Okay, great.
as soon you look back, see Possum, and he's chasing right after you, and you jump to try to get this shrew before he does. Your little rat terrier mouth opens, but right before you're about to snap shut, Possum's behind you. Not just any dog; it's your dog, Possum.
Mhm.
So you regain control.
Excellent. And I imagine absolutely face plant at that point and just tumble end over end because I finally kind of got control, but before I know what to do with my body.
And you roll, and it's to where your back's against the tree, your dog head's on the ground, and the shrew just runs past you into the tree.
Great.
As soon as she stops running and Grant's just gonna stop barking, sit, wait, just kind of watch, make sure she's okay.
And then she's just gonna start trying to get on the trail, start going to where the wolf was to try and start sniffing it out.
Grant will do the same.
You guys can give me perception checks, and these do have advantage.
Just the dogs, right?
Yeah. Unless you guys want to try to track. If you guys want to try to track where these wolves went, the humans can roll survival.
You roll investigation, maybe?
Is
Yeah, I'll let you roll investigation.
The rat terrier's name is Pete, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a fake possum, a real possum, and a Pete. You guys should start a podcast. My possum, and Pete.
An
Or
advice
I-
show.
I got a 19 to investigate.
I got did you say we have advantage?
Yes.
Then I got a 17.
Doggies have advantage.
Yeah,
Savannah?
I did perception as Pete. And I think is that a 9?
15 because you have
15.
advantage. You
Oh,
keep them
okay.
better.
So yeah, it's a 15.
So yeah, so first, Zach, you look down, you find this blood trail. As long as you can, this is where the wolf went. This is where the blood is. So that kind of helps you keep on track. And anytime you lose it, how this kind of works for the dogs is when you guys are tracking somebody or something, you get it sent. And the best way I can describe it for you guys is picture like a trail on surfaces, but each scent is like a different color. So if you guys are tracking this one wolf, the wolf's the scent might be gray, but if you see another wolf, his scent might be like black. So you can tell that they're both wolves, but this one is this wolf and this one is this wolf. And
This is
Like Wolf Link.
Yeah.
Twilight Princess.
well. I was gonna pull Avatar. There was a creature that Zuko tried to use to hunt down Aang in the first season. That
yeah.
like literally like these perfume smell lines that were all different colors that it would
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah, pretty much picture that when
Yeah.
you're in wolf form. That's how you are tracking these scents, but it's with your nose. But
Got it.
yeah, so you guys pretty much got a bead on where this wolf went. So you guys can
Okay.
follow it, and the humans chase after you.
Reese just running along, holding his shovel in one hand.
Watch out, Grant.
First aid kit in the other.
After about 15 to 20 minutes, you guys come to a river, but the scent doesn't cross the river; it goes down river with it. But yeah, you guys are just at a river, kind of going down for a little while. Roll me perception checks, everybody, and this is sight based. I can't remember.
9.
Sight-based perception. Other than that flat D20, I think this is my first roll of the game. And I got a 9.
I got a 5.
Got a 7.
Oh no.
Oh,
How'd Kamren do?
Cameron sees everything.
Yeah,
Cameron
you
sees everything.
you guys are focused on this scent. The rest of you are focused on keeping up with the dogs. Kamren looks over on the other side of the river, points, and he says, "What's that?" And draws all your all's attention to. Hang on 1 second. On the other side of the river it's painted forest green. It's it's definitely a man-made structure. It's rounded and it's built inside of a tall bank on the edge of the river. So it's like built into the ground, but the ground kind of curves up. Picture like a hobbit hole almost.
Like
And
a
yeah,
sewer pipe?
that's what you guys see from here. Not like a sewer pipe, bigger.
Wow. Okay.
That looks weird.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look around at Grant and not Grant. It's Grant's a dog. Reese and Kamren, and I'm going to go. Did y'all check the time before we left?
And I'm going to pull out my my flip phone that has incredible battery life.
No, this is
Just a
dead.
flip phone.
It died
What?
last session.
It did.
Did it? Oh,
Mhm.
fuck. Shit.
And Kamren holds up his.
Oh, yeah,
His is dead
that's
too.
right. I got the text from
Mhm.
my mom, and then it died after I
Yeah.
responded. Shit.
Yeah.
Guess I hadn't charged it in a couple of days.
If Zach grabbed my phone, he's got that, but probably didn't
And-
check it.
It's in the
you
bag.
definitely you guys can look and approximate. It's not been 30 minutes, it's at least been 20, so
All right, so I've got my phone charging now. I'll turn it back on. It wasn't on yet; it was just charging, and I'll set a timer for an hour and 15 minutes.
Sick.
I'm assuming that I'm just rounding up to half an hour. I don't think it's been a half hour, so I'm gonna just use that,
sounds
and I'm
good.
gonna say to uh Grant and Savannah, like, hey, we didn't time you guys from when you morphed. So I'm going to round up to a half hour. I don't think it's been that long. And I've got a timer set on my phone for an hour and 15 minutes. Cool.
Sounds good.
Fine.
Should we
Does anyone
check
wanna-
whatever that out is, or
I
No.
think that we can find it again later.
all right?
Let's focus on the wolf.
Okay.
Just for my mental picture, this big like circular outcropping of the kind of bank is roughly the size of like one of those tunnels through a mountain that you drive through is about that size.
Smaller. Picture like
Like
if
a
you were to
one lane.
try to get a car through
Mhm.
there, it'd be tough. But it is
Okay,
big
yeah.
enough for you guys that you could at least stand under it. It's closed off. Like
Right,
there's
okay.
there's not an open hole. It just looks like the Hobbit hole where the door would be.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
word.
just that kind of shape, and it is obscured. Like it looks like it was camouflaged and hidden.
Okay.
You guys noticed it because Kamren pointed it out to you.
Awesome.
Weird. Okay.
I just wanted to
Alright.
get the size right in my head. So yeah, right on. So
Following the
moving
sun.
forward.
All right. Yeah. For about another, if Zach checks his phone, 45 minutes later, you guys kind of veer away from the river a little bit, not too far, and it looks like the trail leads to a small cave entrance.
Hmm.
Hey Zach, can I
Um,
see your phone?
Yeah, why? What's up?
Do you kind of hand it over? I'm gonna open up the Maps app and then drop a pin right where we are,
All right. So
and then hand it back to him. It's like,
as you open his phone up, the signal, it's pretty fucked. Like you try to bring up the
Right.
GPS, it
GPS
spins
works
and
without
spins and spins.
GPS works without cell phone signal.
Oh man, maybe in the real world. I don't-
Not in the fake world.
All right.
Here, GPS is based on internet, not satellites.
Yeah.
Global positioning.
Yeah. No,
Something else.
Anyway.
Look, all right, let's do this. Zach, it's your phone. You can give me a general tech roll. Let's just see how good this comes through.
And needs to use intelligence.
I mean, it could be that like
Yeah.
it's struggling to connect to the GPS satellites for sure.
I got a 16.
Yeah, that's fine. His phone's sophisticated enough. He's got enough charge that you can drop a pin.
Okay, and I'm gonna hand it back to him and say, I just wanted to make sure that like for the authorities we got things set.
So yeah, you guys have a pin at this this cave entrance. Well, a few feet away from it. Well, a safe distance away from it. I don't want you guys to think I'm setting you up to get killed.
Ambushed.
Yeah.
Here we go, round 2.
We'll say, Savannah, you were probably leading the charge on this with Grant right behind you. So you get up here first.
Before we go in, I'm gonna look at Kamren and Reese, and I'm gonna go. I think one of us might need to turn into an owl so we can see.
Grant's gonna say, "Do we need to go in? I thought we were just trying to find out where it was."
And Savannah's already sniffing around, starting to go into the cave, following the set.
Oh, hold on, Van. Don't go in yet.
I think it's close. We gotta go.
Okay, and you're a tiny dog.
Grant's gonna
Can't see in the dark. Come
Do I have
back, please.
to roll something to scruff her?
Pick her up in your.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you guys
I
Do
don't
I
know.
roll
gonna
something to
go
avoid
well.
that?
yes.
It's an
So
attack roll.
this will be essentially a grapple check. So you
Strength.
can roll athletics or acrobatics to grapple or to avoid the grapple. So that is dex or strength, pretty much. I don't think either of the dogs are trained in it.
Yeah, I mean Dex is better, so I'll do. Oh, I can't.
Oh no!
What the fuck?
I got
What
a
the
20.
That's a dirty 20. Hell yeah.
Twice.
This is a +2. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Did not go well.
Grand total
Yeah.
of 6.
You go to try to get Savannah by the scruff, and she dodges nimbly out of the way. Savannah, where are you going? You heading for the cave?
I'll slow down, but I'm gonna keep heading towards that cave.
Fucking stop. You're not gonna. Don't die here.
I'll be fine. Leave me
Isn't this
alone.
enough? Van, isn't this enough? We can send them to this cave.
We don't know that he's in there. We have to check it out.
Can't you smell them?
I think I'm
I
gonna
can
try
smell his
again,
clothes.
seeing her continue to do this. Like,
Alright.
it's not a joke that I mean, it's not or not a joke. It's not a question that like he doesn't like her, but he's not gonna let her be a small dog and go into a fucking wolf's den.
It's like she's trying to die.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
You guys give me the doggies. Give me perception checks again, smell based.
Also, Reese is gonna like turn to Kamren and just kind of like give him kind of an elbow bump and say, "You were gonna go owl before," and I'm gonna kind of like get down on one knee and grab his ankles.
He nods and then looks to Zach, and he gives like the go or no.
Yeah.
Kamren starts to morph.
Grant's also after he misses the first time. This is open thought speak. He's gonna say, "Can I get a little help with your suicidal friend, please?"
Not
Come on, Van.
suicidal. I'm just checking it out.
Look,
And-
just wait, okay?
As you
Jack, you go ahead.
this
I got this.
these last few words are said, Grant, you smell. It's not familiar to your dog brain. Oh, it is. You know what it means instinctually. It's like a threat, and then you smell more and more scents. Like where you had that one line of color, you have like 3 different lines of color now. And
Really, Savannah got it too. Cause
yes,
yeah.
and Savannah, you smell this, and you can pinpoint exactly how many bodies are in here. So we can make sure we say the number. What'd you get, Savannah?
23.
And that was
14.
Yeah, and that was
Nat 20.
a crit for Savannah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You smell your wolf, the injured wolf, and there's at least 3 bodies around it, and then there's another body that you can kind of smell the scent around now that this is the one that's been marking territory. And slowly behind it you sense another body too. So coming out of this cave, you see the snout, a white snout of a wolf, and it's snarling a little bit at you, but it doesn't seem to. It just breaks the crest of the cave. But so just so you know, you with your crit, you pinpoint the injured wolf, 3 wolves around it, this main wolf that just came out of the cave, and 1 right behind it. So 5 altogether plus
5
the injured.
total. Okay. All right. I'm gonna immediately tell him. All right. There's 5 of them here. I can smell the injured one. Let's get out of here.
Cool.
Not
I'm gonna look at
suicide
Kamren
my ass.
and I don't know how far into morph he is, but I'm just gonna do this.
He's mostly towards Owl. Let me see. He's going to try to concentrate too. So,
I had control of the ankles. I had to control them
Oh,
talons.
that was the underwear check.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
I was
underwear.
gonna check.
So
Word.
he'll fully get the Owl, and let me see if just I'll go ahead and see if he can control it right away or not.
Not going to be good.
The owl
Oh
rolled.
no!
The owl rolled a 20. He rolled a 7, and then this is exactly why Reese was controlling those talons.
Yeah, so you're holding onto the talons. It's easy enough for you to keep track of him, but he's flapping. The wings are smacking your arms. Yeah. So this is happening right now. But what are the doggies doing?
Oh, I'm going to be backing away from the cave now that I know that there's all the wolves there. I know that there's one that's close. So I'm just going to be kind of backing away.
Is there a dog equivalent, like a marking of territory? Is there a P that says, "Oh, sorry, just passing through. This isn't where I parked my car." Like, whoops.
I think that would just be, you got to roll over and expose your belly, but that's probably not the best decision at this point.
Yeah, Grant's 100% backing up. He wasn't trying to fucking go into a cave full of wolves.
So as you guys back up, this one wolf does come all the way out of the cave just to like make sure you're leaving. It doesn't seem like it's coming at you. White fur. It is a little bit dirty from being out in the wild. Savannah, you notice, because you know animals, this is a female wolf. It starts to pace back and forth, and you see another wolf head come out of the cave too. So it's pacing back and forth in front of this cave as you guys are backing away. I'm going to give Kamren another check real quick. Still flap. Yeah.
Kamren, buddy, I'm gonna need you to come back to you. You got practice later, right?
All right.
Grant's gonna say, "You need to get the fuck out of here. I saw the gray. This is bad."
Yeah, this is their den. If we back up, we'll probably be okay if we just keep leaving.
Reese, can you hold him and walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
We need to get a good distance away, and then the dogs need to demorph.
All right, as you guys walk away, Kamren.
Fucking shit, dude.
Kamren's
I told y'all owls are wise.
Kamren's stuck right now. That's gonna
Yeah.
buy him at least 10 minutes. You're gonna be moving around the owl crit. So you're holding on to him.
Like I'm holding on to this owl, controlling the talons. He's not getting away. Fuck.
We need to establish how many minutes passes for each check.
It's usually 6 seconds per check, but since the owl just crit on him,
It's
gonna
gonna be a little
stuck
bit.
for a minute.
yeah.
Once we're a good distance away, I'm gonna go back to human.
I'll hand you the bag with your stuff
Fish
in it.
out whatever.
As
Whatever he
that
was
happens, and I still see this happening, I'm like, Kamren, fucking chill.
Get it together, man.
I think
Sorry.
normally Savannah would help you, but she's absolutely not going to give you any more advice about how to control this bird at this time.
There. Okay, maybe we'll get somewhere now. Watch him crit one.
He did, but on the
Yeah.
other side of it,
Yeah.
out of 19.
If he was rolling with disadvantage, it would be a natural one, y'all. Fuck.
The owl finally rolled a 4, which is the only way Kamren can beat him.
As if he rolls like shit.
Yeah. I got it now, Reese.
So why are you still struggling?
I want to fly.
And Reese will let go.
You don't hear anything, but the bird climbs in the air.
Grant's gonna say, "Within eyesight, buddy."
Yeah, come on back.
He starts to go above the tree and then swoops down, just flies overhead. I'm gonna stay in this for a minute. I like it.
That's fine. I'll set another timer on my phone for like 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. Right on.
All right, let's head back. Nobody else morph. We want
Well,
to check
Savannah
out
hasn't demorphed yet. She's
Oh,
still
I thought you did.
nope. She's still hanging out as a dog for a little bit.
You need to demorph. It's been almost 2 hours.
All right. Well,
I mean,
fine.
I'm assuming that hour 15-minute alarm has gone off.
Yeah. As you're saying this, it's. Oh, let's see.
See?
All right, then she'll say fine and demorph.
I just need 2 hours lost in
Everybody go ahead.
mimicking an alarm clock.
There's a few different. I got a few different ones up my sleeve.
Yeah. Oh shit. My new
His
alarm
secret
sound.
talent. You never knew.
Just gonna clip that and snap, map, is how I'm gonna wake up every morning from now on.
One's me just yelling though. Like I just yell.
I love that. I would like that one.
Yeah. So where you guys headed? Back to the camp?
Yeah. Unless do y'all want to check out that hobbit hole? Zach says conversationally.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you send in the coordinates now? Send those to me. Do whatever.
Yeah.
And we can check out whatever. I don't care.
Oh, drop another pin.
I mean, I'll give you the coordinates of the lat long off the pin on my Google map, and then
I'll just be on my phone,
text.
working on that to
text
send
whoever.
off. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Everybody is demorphed finally, except for Kamren. All right, let's head back to the hobbit hole. I want to check out what that was. It's across the river.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna head back to the river and start looking for a place to cross. I don't know how deep it is here. I'm not swimming it.
These eyes are amazing. It's pretty shallow, but there's a log down the way that looks like you guys can push over and cross on it.
How fast is the river moving?
Where you guys are right now, you could probably wade through it in your ankles and it won't take you away. There are some parts of the river that get more rough and ragged, but where you are right now, you have no fear of being washed away.
There hasn't been any
water.
significant, huge rainfalls recently that would
Yeah.
cause things to be more rough.
All right,
Cool.
I'll work on pushing a log over then.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do, especially if all four of you help, or Savannah doing her thing. The three of you can still get it over. Yeah, it's easy enough.
I like the thought that that Kamren is in this owl form and Reese has got his denim jacket just kind of wrapped around his forearm and he's like this.
Yeah, when he's not flying, he'll come down and land on your arm to talk to you. But yeah, if you guys want to cross, you cross.
Cool.
Make your way to the Hobbit hole. And as you guys get there,
So tell me, what's the scoop?
oh. Here's the scoop.
Sorry, there was just that weird silence right afterward I have to address. So tell me, what's the scoop? And then nobody says anything? Wow.
That's
all right.
That's because he said an out-of-game trigger word to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't actually know that that's what this thing is. I don't think it is, but I thought it, so I had to say it. It might be.
Yeah.
Could
Only
be.
the thought-
Austin, don't
okay.
look at me like that.
So, as you guys get closer and start to move some of this brush and foliage away from it, you notice that this is painted forest green. And as you guys look closer, it's made of steel, and there's doors in this. Yeah, two metal doors inside this dome-shaped thing. I don't know why silo keeps coming to my mind. I don't know if that's true. If that's right,
Bunker?
but that's
Bunker, maybe?
bunker-ish.
Yeah.
Bunker-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was definitely hidden. There's no markings on it. Nothing to signify what it is. Just painted green steel doors in the side of this riverbank.
How old does the paint look?
Is
it peeling?
So yeah, in just general wear and tear, it does look to be peeling, but it looks like it was treated enough to keep it on there for the most part. But yeah, you just by looking at it, just go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Reese is gonna go knock.
Don't knock.
That's
I mean,
what Reese
Zach-
would do. Reese would go
Zach
knock.
is gonna stop him if possible.
So,
Yeah.
and you
Hold
stop
on,
him.
man.
You take a closer look. What'd you get on your investigation?
17.
So yeah, you see the hinges. I guess more towards the top where maybe rain has come down and washed away a little bit. Some of the paint is chipping, but it looks like this was treated very good and was built to stand up under the conditions as much as possible. But you can tell.
Is the foliage that we cleared away, was that live foliage that had grown up around it? Or were there branches that had been cut and leaned up against it?
There were some that looked like they were placed there. A lot that looked like it had just grown over.
Okay.
It looks like it was
Somebody hit it and then never come back.
with your investigation check. It looks like this was on purpose. They wanted the foliage to grow over the way it did to hide it better, but it was also camouflaged itself by human or by somebody.
Should we
The
try
branches that were cut to cover it, are they green or are they brown?
If you're trying to find, they're dead branches. They weren't live branches. They're old, pretty old.
Old, okay. And last, are there any watermarks where the water might have risen from the river flooding?
Not really. Not enough to it looks like this was built far enough away from the bank to where even if it was really
if it
flooded,
had flooded, it wouldn't have happened. Okay. Guys, I don't know how old this is, but the branches aren't fresh. There was foliage growing up in front of it, and the paint's peeling. So I would say probably no one's been here or hasn't used this door in. I would guess at least a few months. Do you want to try to go in?
Yeah, man, I want to see what's in there.
Okay. Are we?
It'd be a clubhouse.
We're sneaking. This is not. We need to try to sneak. Kamren, if you're good to stay in that morph, we might be able to use your eyes.
He'll perch on a tree. Gotcha.
All right, I'm gonna switch my phone to silent, and I'm gonna add an hour to the timer, so it'll be an hour and a half before it goes off, minus whatever we've already used. All right, so I'll start looking for a door handle or something.
Yeah, it's easy enough to find. There are those handles, like the ones that come out and turn right. They're one of those handles.
So it's like a door handle.
Yeah, just like a door.
Door. Okay.
Door handle, not door knob.
Got it.
Yeah. So,
I'll try the lock. Is it locked?
Locked.
Grant's gonna.
All right.
See
Well,
that.
let's go home.
Grant's gonna see that, and he's gonna go. Thought that might be the case, and pulls out his wallet, takes out some lockpicks. He's like, "Time to get to work."
All right. Let's see what happens. Roll me a lockpick check.
Grant, thank you for this, but also not really helping your case with Savannah.
What? I know how to pick a lock.
He's just kind of wide eyebrow cocked, kind of like gesturing, not gesturing at Savannah. It's like not really helping your case with criminality.
I can't give less of a shit. And
Can't give less than best.
Let me see. I believe so. And then the +2 is perfect for proficiency, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 is my dex mod.
So you take your lockpicks and start to go at it in this lock. It's a little bit more of a complicated lock than you're used to, and you can't quite get it.
Am I able to try this again, or is it just not going to work?
Yeah, you can try it again. It is going to affect DCs and outcomes if you fail.
Gotcha. Was there? Did you say this was a single door or double door?
Double door.
I'm gonna try the other door.
Okay. Go ahead.
Grant's just gonna be like, "Give me some trouble."
The inside of the lock might be a little bit rusty.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That one's better. That's a 17.
So as you're going on it with this other lock, you put your pick in, kind of get your ear close to where you can hear, feel away. You start to move some of the clips. Just when you think you're about to be able to turn, you do the thing where you try to turn the lock and the door at the same time. Does it work?
Grant's gonna go. Oh, that was I was about 100% sure I had it. Whoever made these doors wasn't kidding around.
And Savannah's gonna sigh deeply and go, "Don't you have a cockroach or something?"
Grant's gonna visibly pale, and he's gonna go, "Fuck. Yeah."
I mean, I do have a shovel. I can try to just like.
Are we gonna
Pop the
dig
bad boy
into
open.
it?
No, just shove it in between
you
the
g-
doors and
are you
pop the
gonna-
bad boy open.
This is a
try the-
heavy-duty metal door.
Let's try the cockroach thing first. It's a little more covert.
Damn it!
I don't want to break somebody else's shit. I can help it.
Grant's
I
gonna.
mean, I can look. I'll look through around in the bushes actually and see if I can find like a spider.
Okay.
Ooh, can I help?
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
I mean,
If
they already told me to, so I'm gonna start going roach.
we might need to follow him. So
Zach, you can give me an investigation check with advantage because she's
fuck
helping.
yes. 13. Boo.
And yet you begin your morph, Grant. You look around. Let's see what spiders I got on hand.
Let's stick my hand in a bush and get bitten by whatever's in there. I'm not serious. I won't do that. That's icky.
Yeah, looking
Cool.
around a little
Fine.
bit, you see like this little brown black spider crawling up one of the tree branches that you guys moved over.
A brown and black spider.
Yeah, mostly black. Got some brown on its legs.
What could you describe it a little further?
How
big?
Size of a quarter, maybe.
8 legs,
Did
8
you really
eyes.
just tell me it's got 8 legs? Thanks. How big is it? Is it flat? Does it have a bulbous ass like a black widow?
It doesn't have a bulbous ass like Black Widow. It looks like a common spider, about as big as your thumbnail.
Okay, I'm gonna reach up and cringe a little, and then I'm gonna like kind of put my finger in front and like let it crawl up on.
When you put your finger down, it tries to run the other way.
I'll just keep doing that until I make a little fence with my hand, and then let it somehow or another. It's got to get up on there.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh my god.
12.
You get it. You
Okay.
make a little cage. It crawls on, and you can keep it on at least your hands as you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to record it as it's going.
Yeah, easy enough. There's nothing hindering you. You don't need to make any concentration checks. And this, as you're moving it, you start to concentrate. The spider stops in the middle of your hand, and yeah, no problem. You record it to DNA. I'll get it. I'll get this
Thanks.
spider copied to you.
Does anyone else want
I would love it, please.
little Lucas here? Okay.
Lucas, oh my god.
Oh, you know Lucas, the cute
Yeah,
little jumping spider?
I
Yeah.
do. I'm just gonna kind of like take it from you when you go to hand it over and just kind of like brush it into my hand.
Just gonna grab it.
No, no, I'm gonna gently brush it into my hand.
Got it. Okay.
Grant is has crawled up on the door. Actually,
Oh,
can
you're
I-
a full roach now. Gross.
yeah. Can I? Yeah, it was horrible. Can I? As a roach, see like when I'm on the ground? Can I see a path into the door? Like, can I see a hole that can be accessed or anything?
Okay, so real quick, Reese, are you acquiring the spider as well?
Yes.
Okay, Savannah, Reese, easy enough for you guys to do it. As you're crawling along the ground, Grant, your vision is kind of weird. It's hard to see, but you can feel vibrations and things like that. As you get a little bit closer to the door, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
And as he's on the ground, Grant's also going to say to Kamren, he's going to be like, make sure you keep eyes on me, man. We don't need to reset the clock because no one had eyes on Roach Grant.
You're going to have to
turns
go in
the
the
ground.
door. You're going to have to go in.
You said you're getting a spider, right? Same timesies. I gotta
wasn't
do it,
gonna
man.
do it unless I have to. I was hoping you could get in there and unlock the door.
I can
We
follow
don't
him if you
inside.
want.
Okay, but what if... Guys, what if being in there gives me time to reset the clock on the slug that's not in my head? You know what I mean?
I can follow him in as the spider if you want me to.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Then I'm going to try it.
Investigation, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Let me make sure that the roach isn't better at that. I doubt it, but I will make sure.
I'm going to set a second timer on my phone for an hour and a half.
Certainly not.
Oh my god, your phone's going to explode.
Yeah. One titled Owl, one titled Bugs.
That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. So as I'll get these spiders assigned to you guys in 1 second. As you're looking at the bottom of this door, you get a little bit closer and you see one of those kind of the plastic flaps that extends down to doors to make it to where there's no crack that you can get under. If you want to try to push your way under, because I know roaches can get into small places, you can try to push your way through. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy though. It looks like this was made to keep people and bugs out.
Grant's gonna say, hold off on the spider thing, I guess, because they seem to have bug-proofed this thing too. Why would they do that? It's your call, Zach. I can try to get under, but it's gonna put me out of visibility. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
Hey, Reese. Let me
bud.
borrow your shovel.
Oh, here.
Please
yeah.
no.
Not for you, stupid.
Cameron kind
I'm
of
gonna-
flaps his wings a little bit and looks uneasy, but then looks back down.
I'm going to take the shovel and like try to shove it under the door and like just create any kind of an opening.
Okay.
Any kind of leverage.
1 second, I'm doing the last of the assignments. Everybody should have spider morphs now, except Grant, Cameron.
Fucking want it.
Spider morphs.
Yeah, you stick the shovel, try to get it underneath the gap, and kind of pry it up a little bit to make room.
Mhm.
With that, that'll give you advantage, Grant, on your check to try to get in there.
What am I doing to try and get in there?
I'm gonna say this is you literally as the roach trying to force yourself in here, so it's gonna be a strength check.
You're sure it's not
Cockroaches are renowned for their
acrobatics?
strength.
I'm sure. That being said, I mean, I know how roaches operate. I know how they can get into things that they shouldn't. Let's see.
The cockroach can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check. You're not letting that happen. I can't convince you it's acrobatics.
No, because like you're literally trying to force your way under this thing. It's not a problem of being able to stick to any sides or anything like that.
That is an 11.
So with an 11, you manage to get your little cockroach head under, and your body is like where the shovel kind of curves. You have your body under that, so it's not being crushed or anything. You get to the second, like the other side of where this door is, and this is a thick door. But you get your head to the other side, and you realize it has one on the other side too. So you need to push through that, and that one will be just another straight strength check.
That's a nat 1. I don't have advantage on that one, do I?
No.
Okay.
So you get your body. You start to push your head under this the second flap on the other side of the door. And it's hard. You're pushing, your body comes further in. Even Kamren loses sight of Grant. And you get like a little gasp, you feel air on the other side, and you go to start moving in, and it just becomes too much for you, and the other side pushes down on you, and you feel one of your legs break. You feel a little bit of like your, what is it called? The chitin?
Oh, chitin.
Chitin.
Mhm.
Some of your chitin crack a little bit, and this is not good.
I am going to please don't kill me. I'm gonna panic and I'm gonna demorph.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So you're caught underneath. So yeah, go ahead and give me a concentration check.
All right.
Okay,
yeah.
speculation, just from somebody who's never read the books. Either A, he's going to demorph and he's going to crush himself and split himself in half under the door, or B, he's going to blow the door open because the morph is going to like physics and whatnot. The
Or
door's
C, he's gonna do both, and he's gonna break his human legs underneath this fucking door.
and blow it open. Cool.
You start to demorph, and yeah, as you start to get bigger, this little rubber flap that's holding down, like that's creating it to where you can't get through this crack underneath the door, does start to lift up as you begin to get bigger. But then you feel the resistance of the door, and you know if you keep growing, it's actually starting to hurt you now. Just within the first few seconds of the morph, as you get to it.
Do I feel where?
Your back. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like is it the bottom of my legs or is it like my spine?
Upper back. Like, so your little roach head was just underneath the flappy rubber part, and the rest of your body was underneath the door. So it's like I guess like where your shoulders are, kind of like your
Do I
shoulder blades.
feel the door do I feel it moving at all?
The door doesn't give even a little.
Not even when I have human-sized chitin pushing up against it?
So as you're growing, your chitin will say it stays on you, but it starts to crack as you get to bigger and bigger. The door doesn't give.
Okay, I'll reverse it.
Right, give me a concentration check. You start to panic and you're just stuck in mid morph right now. Your mind's just panicking.
I'm screaming, by the way, in thought speed.
Yeah, you guys hear all kinds of Grant screams.
And I think I'm going to start rushing the morph to Spider then once I hear the screaming.
Okay.
And I'll like try to capture her and I guess let her bite me if need be, and so she can get control of the spider morph.
Love to not get eaten by Savannah.
Yeah.
Although
it would be a fitting way for Grant to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start to get smaller. You're trying to go as fast as you can in this morph. Grant, if you want to go ahead and give me another constitution check if you want to try to calm down and try this again.
So right now I'm just in pain and halfway. I'm a horrible creature that's getting crushed by a door a little bit.
And it's not. I want you to. It's not even halfway. Like you're maybe had your nose. It's as small as a roach is. Your nose came back out.
But like instead of a roach that like can crush themselves in there, I started to bulge up a little bit. Yeah. I got you. You know, I'd been rolling it with the roach and needed to go make sure that my concentration wasn't better as Grant, but I realized that it doesn't matter because it's a physical thing, but B, the roaches is better.
Well,
That's a 16.
you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, a roach can survive a nuclear blast, so
That's
of course
true.
its constitution is going to be better.
That's a good point.
So Grant, with that, you quickly start to shrink again, and it was enough to get you out of the stuck from underneath the other flap. So you're now just under the door, kind of fucked up back. You don't have a leg. Like none of your injuries healed, basically. So
Okay. Grant is going to say, I did something stupid. I'm not okay, but I can be after getting back out of it. If someone wants to come in and help me push the rest of the way through here, we might still be able to get through, but I can't do it myself anymore. I'm either backing up or I'm waiting for someone else. Give me just a second, guys.
Kamren will say, Savannah's morphing right now, Grant. Just hold tight. And Savannah will go ahead. You get to your spider morph. Let's go ahead and see if you can control it.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, easy enough.
Easy.
You smell prey. You want to make a web. Do it. Those things that spiders do, but not right now.
You feel a great crippling responsibility.
Yeah, you have a hurt frenemy.
Reese, knock it off!
Just kidding.
Taking her.
Yeah, shaking me.
Savannah, you good?
I'm all good. You can put me down.
Okay,
Not in the light, please.
no problem. just gonna drop her off like down by the bottom of the door.
Actually,
He's
that
still kind of. Oh, sorry.
well, that just begs the question: could I understand him when he was whispering to me?
So yeah, spiders can.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, you can. You can make out what he's saying, but I don't know if spiders can really hear. But you can with your human brain.
We'll be magic animorphs bullshit. Let's just.
Listen, I'm just making sure. Corey, what were you going to say before I rudely interrupted?
Oh no, I was just gonna. Grant is very much going. I don't want to get eaten. Please don't eat me under this door. I don't
Can you
want to
stop
die.
singing? This is really annoying.
This is annoying.
Yeah.
This is annoying.
Yeah.
My fucking back. Just come here and help.
I will make my way over there and help.
All right. How do you help?
One of two things. One, can I try to help him lift up this plastic guard?
So yeah, if Cory or Grant, if you want to try to go through this thing again with Savannah Spider helping you, you can do it with advantage on the other side. Zach's got this other end open. It's easy enough for you guys to get in and out if you want now.
Mm-hmm.
And reminder, he's wedging the door open using the shovel shoved underneath it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the little plastic
The first
flap on the
one.
bottom.
Yeah.
I got a 15 that time,
Sick.
but the second roll was in that one. It wants me to die. Roll 20
It
just wants
does.
me to die.
You shouldn't be a roach.
I'm glad. Yeah, no kidding. I'm glad that I had
Turns out-
advantage and not disadvantage.
How do you guys explain to me how you guys get through? It's you can both get through with that roll. So
I think that because because I am a roach and am virtually unkillable, after Savannah kind of, uses a couple of spider legs to like lift it up so I can go through, I'm going to go through just a little bit and then let it fall back onto my back and have it lifted up a little bit like that and be like, your turn.
All right. And I'm going to try to like crush down and like sneak out through like the little gap left on the side. Like if his back is holding it up, I'm going through on that left side and just kind of like crushing through.
Yeah.
Grant's gonna say, "I'm glad my vision is nonsense right now because I have the feeling that what you're doing is horrible."
Mine's pretty good, but I don't think I'm doing anything too bad right now.
Savannah, you do have this urge in the back of your head to bite him, to just suck his blood out. But
It's not the spiders.
It's her dark passenger.
Oh, that got me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, once she gets through, Grant's gonna screw the rest of the way out.
yeah, it's pitch black in here. You guys have dark vision, right?
Do
Or
just have
tremor sense or something? You guys tell me.
I have
Trevor sense.
I have
with a V.
disadvantage in sunlight, so I have to imagine.
I also have sunlight sensitivity. It says sunlight sensitivity. It doesn't say dark vision.
Dark
Okay.
vision 60 feet.
Attributes and abilities. Hold on. No, that's not going to be there.
It's in mine's in senses, like skills, senses, languages, challenge.
Senses dark vision. There it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so how I guess with shades of gray and black and white is kind of what you guys see. But it's a cavern. It's not so the door and the surrounding structure that hold the door are steel and metal, but the rest of it looks just like a cavern. Hang on, let me double check something real quick.
Perhaps.
It is a map. I'm making sure that you can't see everything.
Oh no.
I'm scared.
New map.
New map.
I'm
New
so
map.
stoked.
New map.
map.
New map.
The
New map, new Maya.
this little cavern area that you're in. We'll put you
Please
guys
go
on the
on.
map. Let's put a little spider here.
Broke my other players with my dumb shit joke.
Oh.
And the little cockroach.
I wonder
A
how the
little-
Numa Numa guy's doing.
Who's that? Numa Numa?
Gary Brolsma. He's doing fine.
How do you know him by name?
We went to high
I
school
see.
together.
No, I knew somebody who went to high school with him.
Oh wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's
It's
fine.
amazing.
How is this the
It's
first time I'm
fine.
hearing about this?
It's fine, he says.
All right,
It's
let's
not-
move.
It's not a big deal.
Oh, we're playing a game.
And I'll switch. Let's switch this. How do I switch to the D? There it is.
That's
Hey,
the map. That's the map. It's
It's
a black
it's
square.
very dark because none of us have
It-
dark vision,
He did
obviously.
say it was very dark.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
let me double
Gross.
check what you guys can see. Yeah. So as you come into this cavern, it's about 25 feet wide, 10 feet long, and then there's another door. This one does not look at all as hard to get through as the other one. There's actually quite a big gap that you guys could crawl under. And this is just a wooden door.
Seems to be something of an airlock. We can go further now, but should we try to see if we can get the door open for you guys from this side?
Yes.
So
You
you
hear
guys can't hear Zach.
Cameron,
but-
tell him yes.
Oh.
Zach says yes.
Okay. How long has this been?
I look at my timer.
10 minutes.
Tell him 10
Um,
minutes.
10 minutes.
Tell him it's been 15, actually.
15 minutes. Sorry.
There you go.
Grant's gonna say to Savannah, how many times have you morphed today?
Ice.
This is number 3 for me. I'm worried that I'm gonna start running that clock out. Do you mind going back to human and trying the door while I stay roach and keep an eye out for a minute?
I'll try, but let's hope we don't have to try and unlock it, and I won't be able to see anything, and neither will you, so you're not going to be able to help me.
I can see a little bit as a roach right now, and I can hear you. So just if I'll keep an eye on you.
All right, and I'll just start demorphing.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna keep an eye on her. kind of skirt away into a little bit of a corner so she doesn't like fucking step on me on accident or something.
She straight up did it right in front of you just as a brag once.
Yeah, I thought so. I was just
So, Savannah, as you demorph and you grow bigger, your eyes hang on for a little while, and so you can still see. You can make this out too, Grant, as you scurry around and look. The door that you guys came through, obviously has one of those locks on it to the doorknobs. That one that's in the handle. It also has what looks like a steel beam, in like those. Like where you kind of lower it down and it keeps the doors from opening. It's just another bigger lock. Yeah, you can just raise it up if you need to.
Grant's gonna be like, well, shit, I might have actually gotten it picked earlier. I don't know, but there's a barricade on this side. Someone really didn't want anyone getting in here.
All right, and once I'm demorphed, I'm just going to try to, in the dark, like, feel it out, like, push this thing up and undo the latch.
I'll be like a little to your left.
Yeah, with it's easy enough with Grant watching from a wall or something, communicate with you, and you've already seen it. You can feel around. You get the inside unlocked, and you lift up the bar.
All right, and then we open the door, and the sunlight comes flooding in, and Grant is blinded.
Yeah.
He scatters.
I'm just on a wall, and you hear me go ah as I like start running up and down the wall.
Yeah.
I'll coax Grant into my hands and go like this.
Before he starts doing that, I'm like, it burns us. It burns.
Shut up, you dork.
Oh, thanks.
All right, everybody. Does this look like one room?
The room, that you're in is just one of. It just looks like one room. If you go, you got to go through the door to see what lies beyond, I guess.
Well, yeah, no. As the light floods in, can we not see in?
You see into here. Yeah, you see the 25 foot wide room, 10 feet deep, and 2 wooden doors.
Kick open them wooden doors, big boss.
Okay, so
I say
there's
to
more
Grant.
doors inside. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an airlock.
Doors all the way down.
It's another door. All right, I'll walk over to the.
There are at least 3 doors now.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll walk over to the wooden doors and try the handle.
Yeah, these ones open. And you open up. When you look into this room, it's dark. You can only see about 15 feet in, so I'm going to reveal what you see. It's basically just a dirt floor.
Come on down to Terry's real fake doors.
Essentially, this is what you see when you look in. That's as far as the light goes for you.
Cool.
Okay.
What about me?
Grant, when you kind of you need, so give me a perception check with disadvantage because you're in the light.
Well, I've got him in my hands like this, and I've got like the little bit open like that.
I'm gonna.
So I'm
just a
giving him
regular
the help
perception.
action.
Sorry, my roach got close. Let me pull him back up. I think Grant probably has better perception, but
You don't know that for sure.
I do actually.
Did Kamren come in with us?
He's still outside. If you want him, he says, "You guys want me to fly in? You want me to demorph?"
I'm
I
gonna
would just hold out my arm when he says that.
A second later, flies in, lands on Savannah's arm.
I got a 9.
A 9. You do see in a little bit further, but because the sunlight's shining in, it kind of creates this contrast where you can't see too far. But I'll give you this.
I'm just gonna tell Kamren, hey, can you just give us a fly through? Go fly around, see if you see anything worth seeing.
All right, Kamren.
Let us know.
He nods and he flutters through this door.
I check my timers.
Cameron's at about an hour in. The others, I think, are at about 20 minutes. Or just Grant is at about 20 minutes. Kamren flies in here, and as he flies around this small room, he says, it looks like some kind of stable. There's definitely individual rooms with hay in them. There's a cart in here and what looks like to be stretched hide. It's weird. He kind of flies back down and lands on the ground in front of you. It looks like there's sconces on the wall.
What? Is this a dungeon? What the fuck?
Are there any more doors?
Yeah, there looks like to be an open cavern to the right.
Okay.
Reese will start to walk inside.
Yeah. Zach will get the flashlight up on his phone and just walk in.
Careful with that battery, man.
I've got a power pack.
Oh, sick.
You shine the light around, Zach?
Yeah.
I'll reveal the room to you.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah, this is what you guys see.
So, you guys, we definitely are the first to like. We definitely are the first people to be like humanimals or whatever, right?
First of all, we're not going to call ourselves that. That's ridiculous. But
Yeah, I know it's stupid, but yeah.
I have no idea.
As far as I know.
Can you said that, Kamren, you said that there were like hides, like animal hides?
He like
they're over here in the
gestures
corner.
Head over here to the left.
Can you take me over there, Reese? Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, and we'll wander over, and also with a wall sconce, I'm gonna see if there's like a torch in it available or something like that I could light.
Yeah, it looks like there is a torch in it.
Okay. Well then I'll kind of like I'll like take a lighter and just try to light the torch.
You have a prop for the roach in your hand.
Yeah.
Can I go like check out these stable areas, see like how fresh the hay is, if there's any like animal poop in it or whatever?
Animal bodies that got abandoned here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Grant both can give me an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh.
An 18.
At 22.
Okay, so with an 18, as you're looking at these hides, it's hard to tell in your cockroach form, but with the help of Reese kind of describing them to you, they just look like to be stretched leather, stretched hide from like a deer or something like that.
Yeah, it's deer leather.
Well, that's certainly less creepy than it could be, but why is it here?
Not people leather.
That's
pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
Savannah, as you check these stalls, the hay looks very old. I don't know what happens to the hay when it deteriorates. Does it just meld with the ground, or I don't know?
It gets like super dusty and like same thing that happens to sticks where it gets like really brittle and dusty and gross.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. When you lift it up, the hay kind of crumbles. You don't see any animal poop. It doesn't look like anything's been in here for a long time.
I'm going to ask Kamren to go fly around that cavern.
He kind of does like an owl nod, and he flies into the cavern. And he does go out of sight for a minute. Before he gets too far, he says, you guys hear his thought speak voice. This kind of curves around, and it looks like a tunnel that goes on a little ways.
And I think we should all go together.
Yeah. And he kind of flashed back. You see him come out of the darkness.
And I'll let him, if he wants, I'll offer him a ride again.
Everyone needs to demorph. It's been long enough, and we don't need to test fate here.
Yeah, so if you check your phone again, Grant, Cameron's over an hour. Grant is at around 30 minutes, maybe 25 to 30 minutes.
I'd rather stay. Not that I want to be a roach, but if it's okay with you, Zach, I'd rather stay like this for a little bit. I can see in the dark. I might be able to catch something that you guys can't.
Quick question. When you were talking to me earlier and you told me that you were on your third morph of the day, were you talking to just me or everybody?
That was just to you.
Okay. Then I'm going to say to everybody, I think, like, oh yeah, didn't he just say he was like he'd almost done all his morphs today? Just out loud.
I mean,
Nobody has to pick it up. Just gonna say that out loud.
No.
Is he okay? Hold on. Are we conscious of a set number in character?
I was gonna.
I know it's a number on our character sheet.
I was going off
But
of.
he's hit it before.
I was gonna say I'm
I
going
know.
off of hitting it before and saying that like he's worried he might start to get tired. Not that he has a concrete like this is something that's gonna happen because like he doesn't know what happens when he pushes it. He's just going off of past knowledge.
Yeah, basically, you guys can use the knowledge of. I know I have 3 morphs before I can start taking exhaustion. You guys can use that as players. Your characters don't exactly know that.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't know what's gonna happen. He's just
Dude, if you want to stay as a roach for longer, you can. I just don't want you to get stuck as one.
I don't
And if we run into trouble, like you're not going to be helpful as a roach.
All right, man. That makes sense to me.
And
I
it
know
doesn't
this
look like
is-
there's anybody here.
This is weird, but it's your call.
Well,
I'll defer to your judgment.
I just think it'd be easier if we were all people.
All right, man.
We're all kids.
If
If anybody catches us, we could just be like, "Oh, we were exploring."
Grant's gonna say, "Hey, did you guys do something about roaches? They're like indestructible," and I'm just gonna like fucking free fall off of his hand and like, I'm gonna be like, ah, and then hit the ground and be like, "That was weird." That was
Cameron's already.
that was weird. I'm
Cameron's halfway back to his. He's demorphing halfway through about right now.
I'm morphing back.
I have an idea.
Shoot.
If someone comes here, I don't think they will, just based on the age of this place and all the stuff outside. But if by chance a park ranger or something is patrolling this part of the forest and they see that the doors are open to something that shouldn't be and all that nonsense, we could have adult supervision.
Nah,
No.
No?
Or-
no.
Okay.
Let's stay out of morph.
Okay.
You bring up a good point. There's got to be another entrance to this place. Someone had to put that steel bar in place, and you can't do it from
Or-
outside.
Or there's
Or,
someone dead in there.
It's or it could have been rigged to fall when the door was closed and locked.
Did it look like it had any kind of rigging, Savannah?
No, it was not that I saw, but it was dark and I was just kind of feeling my way through it.
Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to keep pushing? Do you want to look through the rest of this tunnel that Cameron was talking about?
I mean,
I don't know what we're gonna find.
Yeah, but
You get
if
some
it was
old
locked, there's
tables.
got to be something.
This could be somebody's hunting lodge or something. I don't know.
You said that you found when we turned into the 3 fighty boys over here. You guys found a like weird car in a rock with a strange orb that has markings on it or something. There's some weird shit happening in these woods. I think we should look further into this.
tell you what we might want to do. Head back to camp, pack everything up, bring it here, maybe.
That's a good idea. And actually, now that you mentioned that orb,
Consolidate.
I have the cube in my bag back at camp too.
What cube?
The cube
Oh
from
shit! I
the
dropped
alien.
that.
Yeah. No, I picked it up.
Oh man, I'm
I
glad
had
you
it
did
at
that.
home, but I didn't want to leave it at home, so I brought it with us. But
I
I didn't think about it. I just left it back at camp
yeah.
with the orb. They're both there.
Wild, dude.
We should
Okay.
probably make sure.
Shit.
Yeah, we need to go back. I didn't even.
Okay.
Shit.
I didn't know you guys took that.
Oh yeah, I palmed
Yeah.
it.
That's. I mean, of course you did. Like now it makes
fuck is
sense.
that
But
Yeah,
like,
let's talk
hey,
about it
don't
later. Let's figure this out later.
Okay.
We need to
okay,
go back
okay,
now.
All right.
Okay.
Cameron-
Yeah. Let's.
Cameron gives like a side glance to see like Savannah's reaction to that.
She's just going to be shaking her head, just like a little bit kind of in disgust almost, but then a little bit like, oh, fucking course.
It's an expected disgust. Like, oh, I was right, and I hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Once
Okay,
again,
love that.
you tell me that he's changed, and yet here we are again, and I'm still correct about my character assessment. Fantastic.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Well, I didn't say any of that out loud. That was just kind of my thought.
Okay. All right. So let's fucking get out of here. We'll come back. We close the wooden doors and close the steel doors, but I checked to make sure the handles turn freely and that the bar doesn't drop, so that we could just open it back up a little bit. And then I kind of want to half jog back to camp, because now that I think about it, we should have fucking thought that through.
Yeah. Let's get some cardio in. Let's go.
I think when you guys were tracking, I think this was like 20 minutes ish away. So yeah, you guys jog and get back there 10, 15 minutes easily.
Can we?
Okay.
Unless you have something else here, can we like fast forward through getting all of our shit together and going back?
Fine with me.
Okay.
You guys
Cool.
gather up all your shit. Not to the jelly bean, right? You're not, because
No.
this is
No.
Ooh, but we no.
We're just being a mobile
No.
camp right now, I think.
All right. Now, if you guys remember, there was a lot of stuff to bring. Of course, all the food's gone, but
Yeah.
you still got
There's
Almost all the
That-
food.
almost all the food. Yeah, you
We
still
might
have
as well
car
finish the
battery.
pizza off.
I don't know that we're in a rush to get this all together and go back. I think we're just making sure we pack
Yeah.
up. Like we're us as players don't want to sit here and dwell
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
playing out, packing up, but that doesn't mean that the characters have to sprint through it. Like we can take
Yeah.
our time and make sure we get everything together.
But I'm also happy to go back to Donkey or Moose even to help move this stuff to the other camp.
Yeah,
I think we can afford to have a kind of like little break at camp. We eat the rest of the pizza. We
Is
can
it
have like
starting to
little
go
naps.
bad?
Yeah. Can have little naps or whatever. If anybody can regain a morph that way, that's up. I don't know how Austin wants to work that. If we get a short rest.
you guys can take a short rest. It should say if you gain your morphs back on a short rest. I don't think you
I
do.
don't think you do. I think
which-
it's only long.
But still, we'll chill out for a little bit before we head back. So it's kind of like early afternoon.
You can spend hit
By the time
dice.
I
Oh,
don't think anyone's.
I don't think anybody's down. Yeah.
I will say that Grant kind of takes the cube and looks at it. If Zach will let him, and he'll just be like, "The fuck are we gonna do with this?" It seemed like a good idea to take it, but
Yeah, you don't want like this thing gave us our powers, so like we don't want them getting it, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So
maybe we can make more humanimals.
we don't have to be the only 5.
again, I'm with the name, but like everything we're going through to make sure that we're good. I don't know. That just sounds.
It's gonna once we're good, like once we all know that we're good, like we can turn one person at a time.
Yeah, we find another
Okay.
person,
And
take
we
him
don't
on a
give
3-day
them-
camp out.
Quick
we don't give
question.
them powers until we know that there's no sluggies.
Quick question. How are you guys planning on kidnapping children and keeping them in the woods for 3 days at a time without their consent?
We go for fun
Alright.
field trips.
It's not kidnapping. We just invite a new person into our friend group.
Maybe we should break it.
That's interesting, Cameron. Not suspicious. Clarification, because that, interesting.
Not
is-
suspicious too.
Not suspicious. No, he brings up it's a good point. Like, you're all kind of freaking out about how we're, blessed and cursed at the same time with this stuff. maybe we should.
I mean, breaking it
That's a good point.
ensures that I don't want a bunch of slugs to be able to just turn into an army of bears.
That's kind of my point, and not only that, it's not ours to give.
That's a good point.
It is now, though.
Is it?
Like, the responsibility was given to us. We were trusted with
Man,
the ability to change.
listen. I don't regret doing it, but I stole this cube. We were given the ability to morph, we were not given the right to give it to others.
I mean, hang on. We were drafted into an army, and our commanding officer died in battle, which means that we
I'm not a
take
soldier.
on.
Is this a
rank?
decision that you would give them to make it boot camp? Because maybe we should wait until after we're kind of a cohesive unit. I mean, I don't know much about the military, but I don't think
This
they
is
give.
way down the line, sure, but like, privates become sergeants on the field of battle.
Is this a conversation we're having in camp or as we move?
Either way,
It can be
yeah,
both.
as you guys move.
Okay. I don't know. This seems like a lot of stuff to worry about right now. Let's get through this weekend, or well, tomorrow.
Yeah, right on.
He says, realizing it's no longer the weekend. He he looks at his phone. What time is it?
Been a bit of a day. You guys woke up kind of early. We'll put you at 2 p.m.
Okay. I like look at my phone and I go, I'd be in history right now.
I probably wouldn't.
True.
It's about 2, which means that like, me and Kamren would actually be in exercise science. Well, weightlifting, but yeah.
Whatever it is.
Science.
I don't know. You guys want to head back to that cave?
I mean, yeah. I figured that part of this conversation is happening as we're going back.
As we're like entering the cave.
Oh, so we're walking. Okay. Fast forward to cave.
Yep, you guys are back at the cave, back inside, in like the little stable area, and there's what looks like a cavern. You guys move down the cavern.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, everybody, as you guys first take your step into this cavern, it's dark. You have the flashlight, Zach, on your phone.
I've got the lantern that was in the tent. Since the tent is now broken down, I've got the lantern.
So we have Possum with us too now, since the tent's broken down.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'll add him in.
And pause.
But yeah, you guys make your way. Give me an investigation check, everybody, just as you're walking into this first area.
Investigation.
I got a 9.
12.
I got a 10.
4.
Natty 1.
Yeah.
That's
no.
sad.
Savannah.
Dark cavern. Yeah, you guys.
Oh, we can use the little electric torch.
Yeah, you guys see nice walls. There's some rocks lining this little wavy cavern you guys walk into. You guys get about 50 feet, we'll say, and I'm going to reveal some more areas to you.
Oh, it's to the right. What's this to the left? Anything?
Those are
Let me see
the
real quick.
animal leather.
It's like a little wall. Maybe it's just a wall.
Yeah, that's just the wall. You guys should be able to move your characters. You can go as far as the light goes. And you guys see these caverns are starting to get like windy.
Reese
As you
is just
Alright.
forward motion.
Kamren and Savannah coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Possum.
just working on my moving stuff around ability.
You just click and drag, buddy.
I can't explain to you how small my screen is right now, my friend.
Oh,
If you just click on your token, you can use your arrow keys to move.
Oh, hell yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, hell
Whoa,
yeah. Oh, this is
yeah.
a brave new world we've
We
entered.
never knew.
What
Never
up?
done that before.
Mhm.
Sorry.
So while we're moving, we're being very careful not to lose sight of one another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would like
Because we're
to-
still in crunch time area. Sorry, go ahead, Cory.
If you're not gonna let me do this, I understand. But I know we had the thing with the investigation check. As we're going further in this, and I'm looking at these tunnels, can I make a check to see if I can see what try and figure out how these were made?
Yep. Yep.
What would that be?
It can be an investigation check. I think that's. I'm trying to think of something else you could use.
Maybe
Animal
a
handling?
nature check to see if it's
Nature?
like a natural formation or if it
Yeah.
was.
You can give me a nature check too. Yeah.
Nature or investigation?
Go ahead and give me both.
Okay, so there's nature. That's a 15. And investigation is a 13.
Giant moles. Just giant moles.
So, as you're like looking around, because there every now and then you'll see not only sconces on the wall, but they don't look like sconces like a medieval dungeon. They look like you can like raise up the top, light a little candle underneath, and put it back on. They look like lanterns, almost like street lanterns that you would see back in, I guess, before electricity.
Lighting as we go, by the way.
Street Lantern Manifesto, got it.
And
Wow.
so yeah, where these sconces are, like lining each side, you see like support beams, like wooden support beams that go up, and every now and then, kind of like create like a mine shaft type thing that holds up the dirt so it doesn't collapse down. You see those every now and then, so you know this is not natural. This was dug out. With an investigation check, to kind of explain it, you can see parts of it where somebody probably took a shovel and dug out some parts of this, but there may have been machinery used as well.
Okay. But it looks like
because of how
machinery.
light
It doesn't look like a large animal.
Would you say
Yes.
an earth mover had been used?
So, an earth mover could be one of the things that was used to do this.
Excavator.
What'd you get for your investigation? Yeah, from gleaming that, I'll say you kind of put together. This wasn't dug by any kind of animal, and it was like machinery was used, but because of the lanterns that are in here, you're kind of putting together time periods. So if it was some kind of earth mover, it must have been one from long ago, like, if that makes sense.
Flintstones like had to use their feet to run up the wall.
Something like
That's
that,
a
yeah.
dinosaur that they dug it out with. Yeah.
Grant's gonna say he's gonna look around and gonna be like, well, it looks like people with tools did this at least, which I know that sounds crazy, but looking in here, Grant's gonna shudder and he's gonna be like, I remembered those giant those giant slimy worm things with all the teeth, and ugh, I don't think they did it, but I was scared for a minute.
When Grant says, I know it sounds crazy that people did this with tools," Zach's gonna be like, "Dude, we broke in here because you were able to turn into a cockroach. People digging a tunnel is the least weird thing."
Okay, I meant that it would maybe be obvious that people did this. The crazy part was the giant, what do you call them? Taxons did this. That's the crazy part.
Oh yeah, those are all bad.
Yeah.
That's what I remember about those.
Mm-hmm. Nasty.
Yeah.
Shall we press on? You guys want to
Yeah.
keep moving?
Let's go.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys see this this cavern stretches down a little ways. Reese lighting the lanterns as he goes. You guys can go.
Door?
Yeah, there's a door to the right. It seems to be cracked open. Another wooden door.
Reese calls it out to the rest of the group. Hey, what's that door? Like,
Quiet. We're still trying to speak.
Oh, you guys want to be sneaky? Give me a stealth check. Group
Oh,
stealth
yeah.
check.
Hell yeah. I'll do a stealth. I'll fail a stealth. Fuck.
Why?
Do I get
Hey,
advantage?
what's the
No.
door?
Uh,
Reese, shut the fuck up.
You
Shut
don't.
up, Reese! Oh. Too loud.
Yeah, you guys are pretty noisy coming down this. It's
Fuck that shit up.
stuff
I got
like
I got a nat 1 and a nat 20 in the same roll.
it's a group stealth check. So basically, you average your stuff together,
Oh, I got it.
and
Ugh.
you got a crit
Great.
one in there.
So we. Savannah and
You two-
Grant are kind of like soft, but they're like, stop,
Yeah.
stop. Be quiet!
Oh,
Slams
I'm sorry,
fist
I didn't
into
know
a
we were
wall.
sneaking.
You guys look back. Cameron and Possum are playing, and Possum barks, and Cameron's like, "Ha!"
Fuck, I forgot about the dog.
No being
Alright.
stealthy with Possum.
Never mind.
You guys get to this door. Look in.
Yeah, I
That-
want to look in.
Another cavern, and you guys shine your lights around. What you see when you look in here are a bunch of what look to be like wooden wardrobes, like kind of like closets.
What the fuck is this place?
What? Yeah.
You-
Let's go to Narnia. What the fuck?
You guys look in, and there's also what looks to be debris on the ground, like different rocks and stuff. Grant, if you want to look at this one again, give me another investigation check, or anybody really, if you want to investigate
I'll
it.
do an investigation. 11.
Oh, you know I'm poking around.
It's
a 19.
I wish I had
You don't be
advantage,
poking?
but that's a 10.
So go ahead, Zach and Grant, tell what your rolls are.
I got a
I
10,
got an 11.
10 and 11.
So as you guys look at it, it looks like you can put together that these rocks fell from wherever this digging was coming from. So like there's some that look like they fell from the ceiling, some that look like they fell off of the wall down on the kind of the north end, which I'll reveal this to you guys in a second. Savannah and Reese, you guys notice this was probably done by dynamite. Somebody probably blew this out as you kind of look at it and notice the how it crumbles and everything, I guess.
Hey, Savannah, you see the kind of like scorching here on the wall?
Yeah.
That's blast scorching.
I wonder if this was the other entrance and they closed it for some reason.
Out loud,
Maybe,
Zach
I
is just
don't
be
know.
like, whose fucking Minecraft base are we in?
Oh, shit. Where's Herobrine?
I hope we
why'd
don't
you
find
say his
Herobrine.
name?
I'm going to try to open a wardrobe.
Yeah. Let's go poke around in the wardrobes and see what's here.
I just want to see what's in one. I mean,
Oh, I'm opening doors, just doing a brief look, and then I'm opening all of the cabinets so we can take just a glance around to see what's there.
And you find a lion and a witch.
How do you mean?
And
nice.
yeah, the
Record
people
both.
that are looking, give me investigation checks. Oh yeah, you get a witch morph, can do spell.
A 22, finally.
Investigation.
Yeah, I'm gonna join him in
Yes.
looking in the stuff.
Hell yeah, Savannah.
So
21's not bad.
I'm not even looking inside of stuff. I'm just
You just
opening
open 'em.
doors and moving to the next one.
I got a 14.
Yeah, so who do we want to go with first? Zach. This first one you look in, wherever it is, you pick it.
That
It looks like there's this long leather duster in there.
Oh, cool.
Brown coat, long. Yeah.
Anything in the pockets?
You reach in the pockets, there's one bullet it looks like a 6-shooter bullet.
Oh, I'm taking that.
All right. Savannah, are you still outside, or did you come in and were looking at things?
Yeah, I'm in there and I'm looking at stuff. I just couldn't move my map anymore that way. Technical difficulties on my part.
Here,
You
let me
right
see if
click and
I can
drag,
go.
it'll move.
Listen, I've been trying.
Okay.
Okay. It sent me back, but here. Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
You look in and you find some boots with spurs on them.
Boots with the
Boots
Spurs.
with the Spurs. Yeah, it's my fucking boy.
You guys get 5 Austin points apiece.
Oh shit! Like
Um,
I heard us say that at the same time, so I heard your voice in my head, and oh my fucking god, dude. Okay.
Grant, you're looking in these the rest of these wardrobes, and you can't find anything in yours. But once you get back to around right here, you glance over your shoulder, and you feel a small breeze. And with your investigation check, I'll let you kind of pinpoint. Rock seems out of place on this wall over here.
Which wall? This one?
Here, can you see where I'm
Yeah.
pinging?
Yeah, I'm gonna go fuck with that.
All right. Yeah, you go play with this rock, pull it out, and a door pushes in.
Grant's gonna
And-
look over his shoulder and go, "Secret tunnel."
And
Wow.
as you push open the door, you see a room with a couple crates and things in it.
Treasure
Watch out for
chest.
mimics.
Zach's gonna
We're not playing Dungeons
Go-
and Dragons, Reese. There's not gonna be a mimic.
It's gonna
I
be a
mean, we can
dragon.
turn into animals. Like animals could turn into stuff.
just because I want to make a pop culture reference too. Zach goes back to that wardrobe with the duster and puts it on and says, "How's it set? Pretty cunning, don't you think?" And nobody gets it
Yeah, Cameron
because
says
no one's
yeah.
watched Firefly.
I knew it sounded familiar. Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I knew exactly what you were getting at, but
We all just look at you and it's like, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, it looks good.
I'm gonna look in some
Does
crates.
it fit me okay?
I'm just gonna shake my head at you.
What'd you say, Cory?
So I'm gonna look in some crates and shit.
All right, yeah. You go in, and some of these crates already have the lid off. You can look down in it. These are jars of like
Dirt?
jams, jellies, stuff like that. In this first crate you look in, you check another one. It seems to be more supplies. Like there's grain in like a sack. There's some rice, just different kinds of supplies as you look through each one of these crates. In this one, you will find a wedding dress, and what looks to be some kind of pearl necklace.
I
What the fuck is going on?
said a pearl necklace.
It.
Don't.
Is anyone looking? Is anyone else in the
I
room?
think
yet?
they're all checking out the
Yeah.
new Zach's new duster.
Yoink!
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
Incorrigible.
Right after you, no check needed. Right after you slip it, though, Cameron peeks his head in. What's in here?
Wedding dress. Some jam and jellies and stuff. It all looks pretty old, and it kind of looks like it was a panic room of some sort. And Grant doesn't really care. He's gonna pull it back out of the pocket. He's gonna be like, "Found this. They're gonna take it. Don't think anyone's gonna miss it."
Yeah. Well, hey, we might need the money to save the world.
Shit, that's a good point. Usually, I'd just hawk it and like buy video games or something, but that's a good
Hey, man,
point.
what's your favorite video game?
What's my favorite video game right now? You
Grand
want
Theft
to
Auto.
know that?
Yeah, it's Grand
It's
Theft
definitely
Auto.
not Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Helicopter.
You mother. It's Helicopter Simulator. No. You know, my mom's friend kind of guy, Ricky. We went by his shop earlier. Growing up, him and I would go through a lot of co-op games together, and one of our favorite was Left 4 Dead. So I've always had a fondness for that one.
Yeah. Me and my older brother did the same thing. Our game was Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, where you could play as the teammates and boost each other up.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Ricky showed me these old school videos that used to be on there used to be, you know how like it wasn't YouTube, but like kind of before YouTube is as big as it was, there were some video game things that were like on a television channel. I think said it was called G5 or something.
Oh,
He showed me some old videos and they were playing those and like
they had Z Play.
They made these two characters named Bob and Steve. It was funny. It older stuff, but it was pretty funny. Kind of machinima kind of stuff, like playing with the game and making characters. It was a cool thing.
Yeah, I liked Attack of the Host.
Oh yeah, he showed me some of that. That was
anything in these other wardrobes?
Yeah, you guys check the rest of the wardrobes. Nothing of note, nothing to be found. Maybe some long johns or something like that, but
no 6-shooter.
No 6-shooter.
Dang it! Well, I'm keeping the bullet.
I wanted a gun. I
gotta fight aliens.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the coat too in the bullet.
Yeah, you guys think after you search these rooms, you pretty much found everything you can find right now. So you guys can keep moving, or you can.
Come on, Reese.
Tell me what you want to do.
Yep. We'll go ahead and
let's go finish looking through this place.
Kamren and I are still talking about this ancient video game channel that existed
fully ignore
before we were alive.
Oh, actually, I want to go. So what was in there?
It looked like a bunch of supplies, jarred foods. Kind of seems like this area was something of a panic room or a barracks. I don't know, man.
Reese
are you eating 100-year-old jelly?
It's good.
Dude, you're gonna die.
It's preserved. It's fine. It's raspberry.
No thanks.
No, thank you.
Did you go through everything in there?
Yeah. There's also a wedding dress.
Okay. Did he go through this crate at the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
He went.
All right.
It just smashes behind you and jelly all over the wall.
I don't know, like, for the audio listeners, I mimed taking one last, like, fingerful of the raspberry jelly, put the lid back on it, and just threw it behind me. Let it smash.
Why did you put the lid on it if you were just going to smash it?
Comedy.
So you guys move a little bit further down this corridor. There is what looks like a bear trap in the middle of the floor, or off to the side of the floor. No body, but there is blood. I don't know how long it takes blood to would that stain a rock and stay there?
Blood.
It would.
Quite
Yes.
a while.
So the
There's
rocks
no rain
around
to
are
wash
stained.
it away. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so you guys
not
keep
raspberry
bloodstain.
jelly, y'all.
With
You eat it?
I'm gonna
Just fingers into it. No, that's blood.
Reese, you don't know what
Just kidding.
pathogens are in there.
Just kidding.
Grant is gonna, especially with Grant's gonna glance back at Possum, and just in case he's gonna take a rock and he's gonna throw it in the center of that trap, try and spring it.
Yeah. Fine. It springs.
It's like, don't need that open.
I wonder
I think
when that was said.
Yeah, and I think at that point, Savannah's going to get Possum and kind of keep him closer between the glass shards and the bear trap.
Bear trap, yeah.
Into the room behind me. It's fine. Like it's contained to a single room.
If there's one dog that's going to go after some jelly that's on the ground, it's going to be Possum.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Everybody, go ahead and give me one investigation check as you guys move through the rest of this hallway.
This one's gonna be my 20.
11.
Got a 19.
Got a
I got a
9.
14.
Okay. Grant and Savannah don't really notice anything more as you guys walk down this hall. Let's
What
see.
about Kamren?
Oh yeah, Kamren. Kamren
Great.
is looking at the ceiling.
Cameron doesn't know we're in a cave. Cameron thinks we're still in like the wedding dress area.
Poor Cameron has a negative
Okay.
to intelligence.
Cameron's back there putting on the wedding dress.
Probably that worm eating or that slug eating away at his brain.
Reese,
Yeah, that'll do it.
you find the first door, and then directly across from it, Zach, you find another. These
We fist
doors.
bump and then part ways.
So the first door is right at the end of. I'm sorry, they're not right across the hall from each other. You find a secret door, Reese. Right at the end of this hall. Let me get the reveal area thing.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Real quick, I'm not gonna make you guys roll a bunch of rolls. You get in here. Another little room with some crates. This has more clothes in it. Nothing special. Just trousers, vests, stuff like that. There's a door here. For now, Grant, you're probably the best. If you want to give me a lockpick roll, you can. But we're only going to do one just to kind of save time right now.
I'll try and pick it. Let me go back to Grant's. Go here to attribute. Dex. That's a 22.
Man, this is so cool.
22.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. You pop this lock. And here you do find a little bit more valuable things. So there's more crates. The crates seem to be filled with little statues or keepsakes or something like that. You know, maybe they were hand-me-down, something like that. Not worth anything, but maybe sentimental to somebody. There is a chest in here with another lock on it.
Shovel, break that lock.
Give me a strength check. Yeah, you
18.
run up, hit it with the shovel, break the lock off.
Grant started walking towards it with his lockpick, and then he went, "Okay."
Yeah. Inside this chest is a deed to a property. What looks to be old money. I don't know what it looked like, but you check dates on this, and it looks like from like the 20s.
Just old U.S.
It's
currency.
like a big certificate that says
Yeah.
United States. Like
the end of holes.
$1. Yeah.
Yeah, you find stuff like that in here. It just the deed. It says to
I feel like Grant picks up the stack of money, and I pick up the deed, and then it's like, want to buy a house? And then we just trade papers.
Grant's gonna be like, "Listen, I'm pretty anti-stealing from individuals, but like, this stuff is ancient. Does this belong to anyone anymore?"
This isn't stealing, dude, because anybody who owns this stuff is long gone.
speaking of that, as you look at the deed, Oscar Chaplin is the name on the deed as like the owner of whatever it's to.
I'm sorry, what was the last name?
Chaplin.
L-I-N.
Yeah, I also had a moment. Can I roll history to see if that means anything to me?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
from
you
the
love
area,
history.
so
He's smart. He goes and reads
You said earlier you wouldn't be in history class.
because I don't care about
school's
school.
not for smart people.
It's a 19.
The name doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. I think after the conversation Reese and I just had, we're shoveling old bills into our backpacks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Taking my backpack and I'm putting like as neatly packed as possible, just maybe in like a school folder, I'm putting like the old bills, the old like the deed, all that stuff into the thing, and I was like, just kind of like
I'm less
making sure
organized.
it's.
I'm gonna just as I see this be like,
We might be able to sell
oh,
this to like a museum or something.
oh,
Go ahead.
okay, but guys, this whatever we get, if we get any money out of this, it needs to be used for our fight, not
Yeah,
just to
duh.
go buy cool shit. Okay,
Yeah,
That makes
no.
sense to me.
We're gonna
all right.
outfit this place with some TVs. We're gonna make it a generator
I don't know
here.
about all that.
Yeah.
This is 4 hours outside of the city. I don't know.
Um,
So,
I'm gonna
Every-
say, hey, Jelly Bean took a hit. She's got a hole in her.
That man
Yeah,
needs a
I don't
bat
know.
cave.
I still got to figure out who owns this place
Oscar
because
Chapman.
Oscar.
Oscar Chaplin. I still don't know why it was locked.
Zach, as you move forward, you see these two doors across the hall from each other. This one was looked like it was hidden. Um,
The one on the right.
yeah, it like they're like, you know how when roots grow underground, if you like dig them up, you see like the root. It kind of had it where the roots were growing over this door. But with your investigation check, you notice it. Both doors are locked.
Hey Grant,
Coming.
Can I?
can I assume
Sure.
everyone else is keeping up because we're not moving
Yeah,
the things?
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, I shock a block full as much as I could of all this stuff. Like I left the statues and stuff. Like I'm only putting the thing like the money and stuff like that. Like it would
carry stuff.
it would feel weird to take someone's like keepsakes, like family heirlooms, out of this place. I don't feel bad about old money.
And then Grant goes to like pick one door. I'm gonna go to the other door and just try to pop it open using the shovel like a crowbar.
All right. So when you go to these doors, this one is wooden. It is locked, but it looks like it'll be easier to break into. This one is another steel door, and it the lock looks a little bit more complicated.
A steel door?
You go to
Is
the
that what you said?
You go.
Throw the ring in the fire. A steel door.
Oh,
I'm gonna pick it.
you
had the
remember
same
those
thought.
5 Austin points you got earlier?
Take
Give
them
them to
away.
Alex.
On.
Give them to Alex.
I'll take them.
While they're dicking around with these doors, I want to go to the end of the tunnel.
Anti-Lord of the
I
Rings
assume it
jokes?
ends.
I thought that was excellent.
It was good. It took me off guard. We'll talk about it. Maybe I'll give you some points back because now I'm coming around on it.
Down at the end of the tunnel, is there more doors?
Stop it.
You give your 5 points to Zach or to Nate.
We can't just walk through them.
Stop it.
You have to speak friend first. Is that just shut up?
Brendan enter Mela.
Shit. I got an 18 on my lockpick roll, by the way.
All right. Grant or Reese, was that your strength check already, or did you have to?
I did not roll a second strength check. I'm looking up further in the chat, and no, I didn't. So,
Grant, easy enough.
Dablewski.
Click.
18.
Nice. Same. Boom.
Just
Grant.
wedge it between the door and the thing, and I just pop the door open, break the thing.
As you look in here, you see a 10-foot wide hall. It goes down pretty far, maybe 60 feet. And there are barred rooms on each side. It looks like a prison. And on the left, you see another door with a steel door with a window. If you look in, it looks like a wooden chair with handcuffs or manacles for the feet and for the arms. Go ahead and reveal some stuff for you.
This is buck wild. What is this place?
Seems
Just
to
like
be a bunker.
Like what is Civil War bunker or something?
Yeah, when Grant looks into this room, before Zach does that, Grant is gonna just close the door and be like, "That one's a torture chamber," or "Yeah,
Holding cells.
and a torture chamber." Gonna close that door. I don't want to go into that one.
Okay.
All right.
Reese, when you look into yours, you just see a big circular formation made out of like stone, and you look down in it. It's a well. There's a rope that goes down. If you pull it up, there's a bucket with water.
Okay, so there is still water in this well.
Yes.
Cool. Pick up a rock off the ground and drop it, and then count the number of seconds.
Not too far. 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, there's a well here. Don't fall down it.
Savannah's really
Like,
quietly gonna go, well, well, well.
Nice.
Zach is so fun with all of you.
All right. So, Zach, as you move more down this corridor, come around the next curve, and start to move up, you notice that the dirt starts eventually turning into tile, stone tile. And this leads up another curve to the left, and at the end of that curve is another door.
So we have a Redbubble store now. You can find our Redbubble store at if you go to redbubble.com and search in the search bar for DNDB merch. DNDB merch in the redbubble.com. You can find all kinds of great items from Big Zoe's Pizza. It's the home of the pizza roulette, where one slice of pizza is secretly covered in chili oil, and it's a good time all around. But you can get the logo of Big Zoe's Pizza put onto a bunch of different items, such as a travel mug, which Alex already has. So it looks fantastic, and they do a really good job of like printing their items and stuff. So from the site you can like choose whatever cut or style of t-shirt that you want. You can choose the color of t-shirt. You guys can help support the show by picking up a cool shirt, or even like a sticker or something, stop by redbubble.com and search for DNDB-merch.
And normally this would be where we leave off, but we have a few things to discuss today.
We do.
Yeah, so part of this...
I want to clarify, I wasn't stupidly trying to pat the wolf. I knew I was going to be attacked. That
is neither here nor there.
I just don't like it being said.
I'm sorry, this is
like less stupid.
This is my
Shove your arm
platform.
in the wolf's mouth.
All right. Let's go. I want to talk about new stuff we
Let's
did.
do it.
Yeah, so part of... there's no actual levels in this game, like in this, I call it a plug and play. They just spend experience to get stronger, to get new feats, to get other things. And everybody spent their first bit of experience. Well, everybody spent their first bit of experience. Almost everybody. Cory didn't. But everybody else.
You made what I want expensive, and I'm fucking dying.
So we're going to go around, and basically you guys can tell what you got. You can tell how much experience you spent on it if you want. We'll start with Q.
Sick. Okay. So, I took inspiration from the fight that Grant and Reese had last episode, and I went ahead and got the Weapon Master feat added to my character sheet. It cost 250 of my hard-earned experience points. And it says that you've practiced extensively with a variety of weapons and gain proficiency with 4 weapons of your choice. I chose hand axe because we did the scene where we, threw the hand axe at the tree. Baseball bat because he played Little League. A compound bow because at one point in one of the previous episodes I mentioned that Reese and his dad went out and went on hunting trips but never actually hunted anything. And a shovel. So I have proficiency with attacking with those 4 things used as weapons. So yeah, that's my whole jam.
He decided he didn't fuck me up bad enough the first time, and that the next time it happens, he needs to be able to kill me.
Hey, I would rather turn these weapons. I'm referencing my hands for the audio listeners. Into weapons for your benefit.
Come on, you.
Nate?
I've taken a little feat called Slasher, and it's not a horror movie thing. It's a fighty boy thing. It costs 250 XP. It says you've learned where to cut to have the greatest results, granting you the following benefits. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals slashing damage, you can reduce the speed of the target by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. So I'm slowing motherfuckers down. And when you score a critical hit that deals slashing damage to a creature, you grievously wound it. Until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls. So as long as I crit, I'm also making shit so it can't fight good.
Awesome.
It's gonna be good.
Does that translate into morph?
It fucking better, or else this whole game is bullshit. And I quit.
Yeah.
I figured. I just wanted to clarify.
Anytime you do with slashing damage, or no, right? I don't know. I'll look at it later. But yeah,
It's called slasher.
Okay.
It definitely translates from morph. He can do it in either or.
I see. I wanted to make sure this wasn't just like Zach having to have a knife out, but
No.
I figured it would go into morph.
I'm hoping that every claw in the animal kingdom counts as slashing. So,
Yep.
I don't. You guys can look at the talons, but I think they're piercing. But claws, absolutely slashing.
I mean, if I'm diving and I rake somebody across the head, that's surely slashing.
I would let you swap out the.
Okay, it depends on what's going on. I got you.
Listen, I don't want to get too gamey here, but it is Animorph's book canon that a squirrel at one point does have a knife and uses it.
I don't remember that. We're not
When
going
did that happen? I'm not remembering.
It was to break into a house to cut a screen door. Jake got a.
That's right. He had a jackknife.
There's also
There's
also that crab that has the knife too.
crabs always be having knives. There's also that starf. Never mind.
Crabs always be having knives. I'll put that on the shirt.
Yeah, I want that on a shirt too.
Crabs always be having knives. And then it's just like a crab with a knife. Like
it's like that theory that all things are eventually going to evolve into a crab, but really they're all evolving to a crab with a knife.
Yeah,
that's the final form.
All right, Alex.
Yes. Well, let me tell you what I got. And lest you think Cory wasn't involved in experience points this week, I just want to say from the outset that Cory and Austin built this and I stole it. So I have a new feat called Clever Girl, like Jurassic Park. I understand how animals think and anticipate their instincts, which gives me advantage on my wisdom checks and on my animal handling checks, which I think sounds pretty legit for Savannah. So I'm very excited.
Did it affect her concentration checks on?
That's what. So it's. Let me double check it, but I think it's your checks to your wisdom
regain
checks
control.
To regain control.
Yeah,
I thought those were concentration.
No,
right,
the wisdom checks.
I think it was worded that you can use your wisdom or your intelligence instead of your constitution.
Okay.
So
or your check.
For your it's to control the animal is wisdom checks. It's a opposed wisdom checks. The animals
What
versus
I'm
yours.
thinking about. You're right. I'm sorry. What I was thinking about was what concentration. Where I was thinking was to keep my fucking clothes on. That's what I was thinking
Yep.
of.
Mhm.
Here,
Yeah,
I
you've
can,
been very
I can read it
focused
real
on
quick
that.
because I have the form pulled up if y'all want. Clever girl costs 250 XP. You understand how animals think and can anticipate their instincts. You gain the following benefits. You have advantage on your wisdom checks to control your morph. You have advantage on animal handling checks. That's it.
Yep.
Cool. I
Real good with animals.
Alex likes Alex wanted a little bit more utility for stuff that made sense for Savannah, and Alex herself also really likes dinosaurs, so I was very proud of that name.
It's a good one.
I was very excited for that name too.
10 out of 10.
And that's what they got this week, or in the break. That's what they spent their experience on.
I just want to
So-
do crime.
You guys will find out what Cory's been saving his hopefully soon. His experience up for.
Crimes.
Unless he dies first. Then we'll never know.
Damn it.